Hello, everybody. Welcome back here at BareRose Garage. It's another Saturday night. 2X, Jeff. Hey, what's going on, man? How's that Ford coming? And are you feeling better, man? I know you've been sick and under the weather for a while, too. It done got you and it done got me. Holy cow. And up. Unfinished project. So, what's everybody been doing? I know we're just kind of waiting for a Buck over to Buck Does It kind of wrap up, but we'll hang out and just kind of shoot the breeze and stuff. And like always, it's another open mic, so you see the link up there, just click on it and we'll let you on in. Dutch guys, great to see you, man. How's that petty coming? I'll tell you what, man, that is some cool stuff you got there. Unusual stuff too. Those years of Mopar, you just don't hear a lot about. Of course, around here you don't hear a whole lot about any Mopar. I don't know how Ellsworth Dodge stayed in business. Trucks, you see trucks everywhere, but cars, man, Mopar's awful scarce here. I keep telling everybody I'm actually not a Ford guy. I'm an everything guy. It just so happens that Fords are cheap here. That's why I got so dang many of them. Godfather Customs, Bernie, great to see you, man.
What's up?
Godfather Customs, Bernie, great to see you, man.
Hold on.
What's up? Customs.
There we go.
There you go. How's it going, Jay?
Oh, it's going. How did I mess this up? Hold on a second. There we go. I had too many things going on over here. And typical day, which is everything but work on my car. Cars. Plural. Cars. I had a funeral today to go to, and then some other stuff, and I got the heater going in the garage though. I'm contemplating going out and cleaning up that 304. So
a 304?
Yeah, I got the Javelin engine out.
That is something that a lot of people don't really mess with. Last time I did one was in a Scout 2.
Yep. It had a 304 in it.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
With a 727 torque flight transmission.
That's what this is, the Javelin. That's what it has.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 304 automatic. They called it something else. What did AMC call it? They called it a.
Yeah.
It's got a different, but it's a 727 torque flight.
International did the same thing. They put their own name on it, but yeah.
Yeah, I pulled it apart because it wouldn't run right. I put it back together after a video where I took it apart and I got it back together, and it was terrible. I was like, man, there's something wrong with this. So I just decided I'd check my push rods, whatever the hell you want to call them. And two of them were bent, and one of them, I got the intake off of it. The lifter was stuck in the board. It was stuck up, and it was bent. The push rod was bent. So,
is the hole oblonged?
What's that?
Is the bore oblonged, or
Nope.
Is it still true? Okay,
it's still good, but the cam is gone. Whenever that happened with this gear, it chucked it. Matter of fact, I only ran that engine for 15 minutes after I got it back together, and it ate another cam drive gear.
Really?
15 minutes. So it was so out of whack. So I got her apart. I found 4 bad rod bearings, and 4 broken compression rings. So yeah, I completely tore it down to nothing. The cranks at my machinist and waiting on the parts to come in. Got a
You're
new
gonna
cam
have it
for 'em.
line board.
Nah,
It's still
nah,
good there.
I think I caught it before it did any damage.
Okay.
They got one cylinder that's got a little bit of vertical scarring on it, but it's not a race engine. So we'll just put her back together and take her on power tour, apparently.
You're shooting for power tour too, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Again.
Yeah, it's Atlanta, and then it goes through Rockingham, Concord, and then to Bristol. And you get to run the car on those tracks. You can pay to run your car on those tracks. Atlanta's like $50. It's like $50, and you can make laps around the track, and that's all fine and dandy. But if we're going to Bristol, I want to go
The
around
Salad
Bristol.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my favorite NASCAR track.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of it anymore because it's so.
Yeah, none of
I
it.
just can't, man. I'll go back. Kim, I'll go
I
back.
watched the historic ones.
Stuff. Yeah, the old stuff, like when it was still, you had Terry and Bobby Labonte and all that. That was like, of course, we're the same age, damn near, so we can remember Cale Yarborough and all those guys from way back with Richard Petty and all that stuff.
Davey Pearson,
Harry Gant, stuff like that. I'll go back and watch those because, man, they beat the dog tar out of each other on the track. Now it's
sometimes
like,
literally.
I got a scratch. So
I remember watching Dale Earnhardt's first race, and he won because Cale Yarborough and Allison got into it. I mean, he was almost a lap down, and they were racing for first and second. And they got into it, spun off into the track. They got out of the cars, took their helmets off, and were beating the hell out of each other. And here come Dale Earnhardt around and won the race.
Yeah.
That was his first race and his first win.
Yeah, now they can't do that because they'll lose their sponsorship. Back then, the STP guys or the Tide, remember Tide was a big one, Motorcraft, they'd be like, if he disrespects you like that, your ass better be out there beating him whenever I come around the corner or you're losing your sponsorship. Now it's like, oh, God, don't hurt him. God forbid you scratch his pretty face.
Because I ain't no daggum chicken.
Yeah. God.
Stroke of race. He was born to race. Had a mean streak 10 feet wide.
Yeah. I used to listen to that song all the time.
Hey, the doc is in the house. Sorry, I'm a little behind here on the comments.
No, I'm going to up the camshaft inner and stuff like that on that 304. But other than that, pistons all look good except for all the pitting from when they tried to NOS it. It's got like pitting all over the top of the piston from using NOS, and they shouldn't have had the nitrous on that motor.
On a 305?
Yeah. It's 100.
All right, basically that's what it is.
125
but they do have better heads.
Huh?
They do have better heads than the Chevy.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Just
their heads do breathe.
Even that car with its problems it had, and we took it to Power Tour, we took it to Sykeston, we did. But boy, you talk about a torquey little thing. It had all kinds of torque.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty wicked on that, but that thing had the original cam in it. Original cam had 2 new pistons and rods in it, though. Number 5 and number 6, the rod said 1 and 2. And it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 7, 8. So somebody had been through it before, but it was the stock cam. They didn't touch it. So now she's getting, I ordered a comp cams, 262, high extreme energy 262. That way, it's not the same that I got in the Cutlass and I got the same 3 cams in 3 cars. I got the Cutlass, the Malibu, and the Mustang all have a 268. And this one I went lower because they don't have the compression to run anything higher than like a 260 or 262. So
What is the compression on that one? About 9-to-1?
8.5 to 1.
8.5?
Yeah. Ish. I mean, it seemed straight. There was no leaks. The head gaskets looked great. So,
Well, AMC always run for torque numbers. They
oh yeah,
weren't horsepower, none of them.
them motors were built for scouts and
Mm.
the Comanche, trucks, Jeeps, and you get into the 360 and the 401, then you're talking, then you can get up there into the horsepowers. But
And the 390.
well,
What was that one? Oh no, I'm thinking international.
no, they had a 390. It was they had
Was it
327.
392? Yeah.
They had 327, 343, and 390, and then they're all the same, but they're not. If that makes any sense, it's like you got the 327, 343, 390, and then you had the 304, 360, 401. And
Then you
don't
had
ask
the
me.
weird one, that 327 big block
Yeah,
that
they
you
were.
see in the Kaiser Jeeps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are weird.
Then they had the 290. I'm sorry. They had 290,
390, yeah.
304, 360, 401, and then 327, 343, 390. But they're all the same. They're just different stroke and all that crap. They're kind of like Pontiac. They're all the same, except
Yeah.
the 301, which we don't discuss. And then, but yeah, this one you really can't do much with them. You can bore them. You can put some things on them. To even run the Edelbrock heads, the performer heads, you have to shave the cylinder. You have to give it a taper on one end, or the friggin' valve will hit.
Oh, you got to clearance them?
Yeah, you got to clearance them on this, and it's like, I'm not doing all that crap. I'm a
Yeah.
original motor to the original car. I'm just gonna freshen her up, give her a little pep in the step, and send her down the road.
I remember, years ago, people used to do that with the 305 Chevys, trying to put 350 heads on them.
Yeah.
It,
Well, you can do the opposite. You can take a 350, get those 305 HO heads.
oh yeah,
Those
the
things will mimic
40,
a 202. They're
40, 48
I can't
DC
remember.
chamber. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it jumps your compression way up.
I built a
Good
327.
friend of mine, Wyatt. He'd come around the shop when he was just a little bitty guy and always just hung out. Now he took over the repair shop here in my town.
Yeah.
He's only like 21 years old. Proud as hell of that guy. Anyway, he used to come right by our shop and just hang out, and that's one thing that he did. He rebuilt a 305 just because nobody else wanted to do those, and that they were almost free back then.
Yeah.
But he took the heads off of it, stuck it on a 350. That's what he's running now. And back in the day, it was a good upgrade, but yeah, they don't flow.
Yeah.
It's like trying to push hooking a garden hose to a fire hydrant.
At Sally Speed Shop, Jacob, he just released his video on the AMC Javelin. He just went and got with his dad. It's a 71 that's total tube framed, 9-inch, built 401. I don't remember what size he said. It was built in the 80s, never been on the track, never been on the road. It's never ran. The motor is pristine. It's never been started. And it's red, white, and blue, the big old snorkel, like Pro Charger type snorkel on it. And it's a beautiful car. And he went up to this place in Wisconsin, which You want shit for AMC, Wisconsin's the place to be because they're everywhere, and it's a really neat car. You got to check that out. It's pretty cool.
Weren't
But
they
just,
built in Wisconsin?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why most of them are rust buckets because they, they didn't survive. They get out of the plant. You know, they'll rust if you're salting your freaking fries. You know, they're terrible. The inner fenders of the Javelin are gone. Like there's where that hump is in the fender up in there. There's another piece that goes like this. Like if you're looking at the car and here's the fender, there's a piece that goes underneath it. It's gone. There's nothing there. It you can reach up in there and break pieces of it off. Yep, Kenosha.
Kenosha.
That's actually
Yep.
where he went and got that car.
They
Guy
were
had a
building Kenosha, and International was in Indiana or Illinois?
that I
Southern
don't know.
Indiana.
Quick shot
My
review.
grandpa drove Ford all of his life except for one International, an old 58 four-wheel drive flatbed International pickup. That, oh man, brakes never worked on it. He never changed oil in it. It was just the one that you jumped in to go change water in. And it didn't go fast enough to worry about brakes.
Yeah.
There was so much dirt on the floor he couldn't push the clutch in all the way.
Jeez.
But you could throw that thing in granny low, and he had a piece of baling twine tied to the seat, a hole in the seat, and you just wrap that around the steering wheel, jump out, jump on the back, and then as it just kind of idled through the field, you'd throw the hay off to
Yeah.
the. Then you get out, walk over, get back in it, and oh God, I remember that old truck. Wasn't a straight piece of sheet metal on it either. Oh, it had so many things dropped on it, and uh,
There's a couple old International trucks around here for sale. I almost bought one. It had 343 in it, 4-speed granny, 4-wheel drive, and it had a like a utility bed on it with a winch, like a boom arm with a winch, not a hydraulic,
huh,
a winch. So you could,
PTO drift,
yeah,
yeah.
kind of like a tow truck, but it just had a swinging arm. You know, there was nothing fancy about it. It was all, sketchy as hell, and nobody cared. But it was neat.
When my dad started the towing business, he started it with a 1960 cab over International tow truck,
Oh
one of
wow,
the stubby little guys. I mean, you could turn it around in a one lane street. It was real short wheelbase. Cab over, it was 2.5 ton,
yeah.
but little short guy. And it had all that, the PTO cable drive, all that. Neat truck. We took the old wrecker off of the bed off of it, had it sandblasted. We were going to paint it, never got around to it. And we got into the monster trucks after that, and towing business just kind of went to the wayside. But trying to drive that truck without that bed on it, oh my lord, you hitting the brakes was scary.
Yeah, I drove a couple cab overs just for fun. Buddy of mine's got them, and I drove one. And I've been driving truck for years, and I got in that thing. I was like, no,
That's spooky.
no. I feel like I'm like hanging over the edge, or I'm gonna fall.
You feel like a bug on the bumper, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Damn. Hold on a second.
The
I got
weirdest thing though was that bus, the old uh, school bus that we converted into a hauler, and we lived in it. It was kind of a motorhome hauler for the monster truck. But you sat way in front of the front axle, so every time you turned it, you turned a long time before the front tires did. It was the craziest, eeriest feeling ever. And some of those venues they had us get into, boy, they were tight.
Yeah. Jeff?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, man?
Another day in the world. Another day in the world.
You feeling better, man?
I am not 100%, but I feel a whole lot better. Just been getting tired,
Oh,
Like that
good.
one knocked me in the dirt,
Me
Seemed
too.
like it.
and it was not very much fun. But yeah, I heard you guys talking about AMC's. I've had my fair share of them, and I've had two AMXs. One of them was an 18,000 original mile 68 390 AMX, and the other one was a full original build from the 70s, 69 AMX Pro Stock car. It was a 430 cubic inch stroker, like 13 and a half to 1 compression car.
Wow.
Yeah, it was originally a 294 speed, but those are a goofy engine. Um, their camshaft's tiny, the heads don't flow.
Nope.
They got my 68 that was all original had this oddball Borg Warner automatic transmission that was impossible to find parts for. There's a guy in Texas named Eddie Stakes that has pretty much everything you could ever imagine for AMC's, but there's a price that comes along with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like that place out there in North Carolina, the old AMC dealership.
Yep.
I called that place looking for some parts for my Javelin, and for one A arm, upper control arm, he says, "Well, you going to come on out here and pull it off yourself?" I was like, "Dude, I'm in Illinois. I was just wanting to know if you got one laying around." He goes, "Well, I suppose I got some of the good ones laying around." I said, "Well, what the hell were you going to give me? There,
No, give me a bad one.
I he
Yeah.
wanted like $200 for one upper
Yep.
control arm. I got them from a guy in
Yep.
Aurora, Illinois for $40, both of them. And
Yeah.
that's why all those
AMC's
cars
expensive,
are still
man.
sitting. Well, that's why those cars are all sitting there. Because,
It's funny too because some parts are interchangeable with other things.
I know.
yeah.
But the parts that don't interchange, that are strictly AMC, yeah, you pay through the nose on them.
Well, the other thing is like the ones he's talking about, they had that trunnion front that was AMC. It was trunnion AMC, and in 71 through 70 and 71 on, they switched to a what you call it style, like a Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
And 71 on, my parts, those control arms fit the Javelin, the Gremlin, the Pacer, the whatever it was, the Hornet, all of them. They're all interchangeable and they're everywhere, but they also were made by AMC. That's why there's a lot of junk ones, because they aren't, man. Mine was cracked. I didn't notice it until I was putting all the front end back together and everything. I was like, oh, look at it. And I went, what the hell? And I could take my hand and go like this with the control arm, and I see the crack. I was like, oh, I found stuff. But
yeah,
I tried watching that. Even with what's his name going over there for Road Really Rescues, I watched that. And he went in there and got that guy's Revel going, the convertible. And you see all those cars, and you could see it on Derek's face too. He's just like, this is all this waste because you think they're worth, my Javelin. He's got one sitting out there like that's rustier than Javi was, and he wants like $15,000-$20,000 for it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I sold my AMX, my 390 Go Pack car, for quite a bit. I should have never sold it. It had 18,000 miles on it, and it was extremely mint. But I got a massive offer for it, so I sold it like an idiot. Should have kept it. Really liked that car. I had it for 6-7 years, and I only put 200 miles on it.
Wow.
I didn't drive it that much. It was what you consider that true. I would say not a barn find because it was like a machine shed, but it had been sitting in there since the 80s. and it was covered in dust and all that so bad you couldn't even tell what color it was.
Wow.
And brought it home and spent better 2 years taking stuff apart and doing this and doing that. Got it looking brand new and drove it here and there. And
Huh.
This what Ari said there. That is really cool. The way car companies change just a little bit when they go to other countries. Like in Brazil, they were called the Ravens or something like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
Oh,
lost him.
where did Jeff go? He done hacked himself.
Yeah.
Hey, Arrowhead, good to see you, man.
I want to get that Javelin motor built. I'm waiting on the crank. Everything else will be here probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'm taking my time. I ain't doing the 3-day quick build on it. I still got to rebuild the rear end again, the right way, which scares me. And then I have to. I'm going to look into the tranny a little bit. I think it's okay though. I'm going to change the seals on it, and I got a leak somewhere. But now that the motor's out, I got plenty of room in the front, so I can get down in there and like look at the transmission and. What's up,
Well,
Arrowhead?
AMC, they subbed out their rear ends, didn't they?
Nope.
It's a Dana in there, isn't it?
AMC 20.
AMC 20, huh?
Yeah, mine has a Model 20. They did put some 35s.
Uh-huh.
They had a AMC Model 35, which is basically a Dana.
Dana 35,
Same
yeah.
thing that's in some of these Jeeps. But it's got the Model 20, and from my old videos, like literally the day before we left for Power Tour last year, I had to retake it apart and redo it because that place in town screwed it up. And I just kind of threw it together, and I didn't put the shims back in it because I didn't want to mess with it. And I've been driving it this whole time without shims in there. With the shims for like what would normally be on your Spider gears, you use the same ones on your inner and outer on your like where your axles come through, and that sits on there. I never put them back in, so whenever you put it in gear, it clunk, like
walks on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I may have something lined up. I got a guy with basically a performance rear end. They're looking for a way to make it a little stronger. I may put one piece solid axles in it too, because those are the 2-piece. They got the regular axle and then the hub that goes on the end. I might get rid of that. Nothing, it's not for race or anything. It's more reliable. Because you never know. I might have a few. Want to, show what I built.
Hey there, Cement. How's it going? The man with the CUDA that bites. At the No Name Nationals last year, there was 2 guys that brought cars on a trailer and got them running at the event. This guy right here is one of them.
Yeah.
Buff's Garage was the other.
Boy, he's taking on a project for this.
Whew.
Making a 4-wheel drive. He likes to punish himself, I think. All my cars for No Name are ready. Oh, good deal. He found him a 460. Boy, if somebody's got one of them, hold on to it. Most of them got derbied, or they used parts for the regular Ramblers.
Uh-huh. It's amazing what the car market has done for wagons lately.
Oh, yeah.
Man, in the past 10 years, those things have skyrocketed.
There's a good one. Couple good ones just come for sale here by me, but I don't need any more projects.
I mean, I've seen some of them go for more than 2-door hardtops.
Oh yeah.
That just blows me away.
Let's see here.
Like a chair.
Whoops.
The first one, that's pretty cool. Cement was number 2. That's cool. And you got a heck of a good channel there, hubby. That original gasser is just something else.
Hey, you got 667. 668. There you go. I try to do that all the time because there's so many people and so many different lives. And I'm like, okay, and now I'm waiting on all the No Name 500 participants. I want to help them out. I'll check them out. Hey, wait a minute.
You want to mess with another 429?
Well, Jeff, you need one, huh?
I swing by. There's a couple of them out there.
Got one in the garage. Pretty sure it's 429. I never took the pan off. I think that's the only way you can tell. You got to take the pan off and look. But I'm pretty sure it's a 429 out of a 69, or was it a 70 Thunderbird? I don't remember. All I know is I got one out here.
I mean, they're almost the same thing. They're just a little bit smaller deck height, as Jeff knows very well. They are a little bit different, like Ford is on everything.
Depends on what EZ3CE 59er 72Z92. What's that? Oh, that's the PCV valve.
And Ford, they challenge you. I love the challenges that Ford brings to you. Because, boy, they challenge you every step of the way.
Yeah.
Me, anyway.
Well, I found out the hard way that, no, not all flex plates are the same.
Mm-hmm.
I knew better. I knew that they were different, but I wasn't thinking. I was in a hurry because I wanted to take a car. Don't get me started. It'll end up like a video I just put out just a little while ago. Did you happen to see that, Kim? That video I made with Buff?
Not yet. I've got it on my list that I'm getting ready to watch here.
I woke up that morning and I was cussing about. I was going to town on nobody, just something that was bad. I was just going to town, and it just dawned on me. I was like, who's the nicest guy that I could get to call me and talk, and he sent me those. He had them done. I told him about it. We was in a little town north of here going out to eat, and I was going to Harbor Freight, of all places. And I texted him while we were eating, told him my idea. By the time I got to the Harbor Freight, he said, I'm gonna edit these and I'll get them sent to you right away. What? Okay. And I was up till 3 a.m. making that video. I'll tell you what, that is the hardest. When you see it, that was the hardest edit I have ever done.
On a video?
Yeah, it took me. I started on that at 8 o'clock or 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night, and I stopped at 2 a.m.
Holy cow!
Videos that I do out here, they're this, and I can just boom, slam it together. This one, I had to go out and film and listen to what he said, and then film what I was doing, and then go back and edit, and then. Well, I don't want to give it away if you ain't seen it, but I just sound like a sailor. I go off and I got to go in and beep every one of those little things. You got to go in and cut that little section out, put a beep. And that went on for 3 hours. It was so much, but it turned out it's pretty funny. I was kind of proud of myself on that one. Like, oh, I can do better. I can do better. So I'm gonna start running that into my video because that's really me. That is truly me. And it was like how it was in the garage when I grew up. And my dad, he'd smash his finger, and then he went off on everybody from here to Russia, you know, and every little thing, and you just stand there and look at him, you know, while he's doing this. And I don't do that in front of Zeppy. I just won't. I never have. But I had planned on having one come in where I was just going off and he walked in the door to grab something. And I'm like, so anyway, you know, start talking normal when he walks in the door. But yeah, I had a good time. Buff was a good sport about that because it's pretty good.
My dad was the other way. He would never throw a tool. He'd throw me, but he wouldn't throw a tool.
Yeah, my dad was the opposite.
I'm kidding, Dad. If you're watching, yeah.
You had to jump. You know, if he was under the car, you hear, and you just sit there and wait. And then
My favorite thing to do now, though, speaking of
jump.
dads, give your dad the flashlight now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of revenge time by doing that.
I couldn't imagine. I've told this story before.
Point it here. Bring that light back over here.
Yeah. What are you doing? I'm right here. What are you pointing over there for? It's right here. But yeah, I had my dad. The older he got into his late 70s and early 80s. Right? He's got cancer. You know, he's weak. Not real weak. I was scared to death of this man. He's 5'6", 140 pounds. He's just a brute of a little Irishman, you know. And my stepmother calls me. She says, Jay, could you come over here and help your father? I tried to tell him he cannot. What it was the John Deere, what is it, a B model? The one-cylinder B model or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know much about John Deere's, but he had taken the radiator out, or the big old cast iron front end radiator out of this thing, and he was trying to get it up in there. And my stepmother heard cussing and clanging and banging out in the shop, so she called and she said, Jay, can you come over here and help your dad put this? I don't know what he's doing to this tractor, but he is cussing up a storm. It is too heavy for him, and he will not let me help him. I said, yeah, Carol, I'll be over in a minute. So I go over there. I pull up, and he's out there cussing, seen a wrench, 80 years old, seen a wrench go flying out the door, And I walk in. I said, hey, Dad, what's going on? He goes, then he's like, oh, hey, Jay, how you doing? I said, yeah, so you want a little help? No, I don't need your help. I'm doing this. I'm just fine. I said, Dad, you need that radiator in that tractor, don't you? And he goes, yeah, I got it. He went over in front of me to prove it, to try to lift it and get it over his head, because he's 5'6". Try to get it up there. He damn near drops it on himself. I walk up there and I grab a hold of it and I take it out of his hands, and I'm holding it like this, looking at him, looking down at him. And he says, fine, whatever, put it in there. So I go up there and I put it in there and I bolt it. And he says, finally, the first time ever, my dad says, hey, while you're here, can you reach down in there and get that little oiling line on there? Because down inside there's one little brass oiling line down in that cylinder that goes back. And he couldn't get his old fat hands down in there to get it no more. So I reach down in there and I get it and get it tight. I mean, it is tight. And I get it and I shove it back. And I said, do you need anything else? He's like, no. Carol calls me a half hour later. He says, boy, your dad was mad. I said, why was Dad mad? Because you helped him and he wanted to do it himself. I said, well, fine. I said, I got an idea for this. He had bought me my first engine hoist back in the day, a fold up orange piece of crap, Harbor Freight style, before there was Harbor Freight. And I put it in the back of my truck. I brought it over to him and I set it up and I said, here. I said, you don't need that. There's tools for this stuff. I know you don't want my help. Here's what you're getting. And it is actually still over there in his shop to this day. I never took it back, But
I think I could show you one of those old hoists.
Well,
Tool liquidators.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's so short, I couldn't use it to put it in anything I have. I used it to put it in my little Fox body once back in the day, but that's it. It was too short. You couldn't get it back in there,
Mhm.
especially like this javelin. You ain't getting it across that whole front end. But it's still over there. And then I've got a 3-legger stand out here, engine stand, that I still have. It's actually got a 350 Chevy on it right now. We bought the same day. And
A
it's
tripod.
Oh God, this thing about fell over on me 3 times.
Many times. Yeah. God,
And
I hate
I'm
them.
sitting there holding the 350 the other night going, no, put it back up. I was like, oh, just don't break an ear off or something. But yeah, that really hurt my dad's feelings, that I had to lift that damn thing up on there for him, that he couldn't do it no more. And I think that's when he I know he didn't work on many tractors after that. You know what I mean? I think that kind of hit him. Of course, his cancer got worse and he got really weak. But yeah, when you now you're the one telling your dad what to do. Hold this here, give me that wrench, and they're like, we'll stand in that right over there, and let's see if you can catch this 7/8 wrench with your.
And working on a tractor, a 7/8, that's the little one.
Mm-hmm. He did that
Doing
a
a
lot.
1/4-inch wrenches and stuff like that. Good God,
Yeah. Well, that John Deere, he told me he hated John Deere. Hated him.
so
He
do
was
I.
a Case IH guy, man. His favorite tractor was a Case VAC that he rescued out of the woods. And he did a family's early farm-all. Still had the metal cleat wheels, and he redid it for them. And
If it ain't red, it stays in the shed.
yeah,
International Farm-all.
he loved
I
them.
love that saying.
But that John Deere, he says, the only damn thing good about these is you can rebuild the whole damn tractor with a crescent wrench. I was like, let's see you do it. Well, what? I was like, well, you said you could rebuild them with a crescent wrench.
John Deere, that's like the Ford of the tractor world. Everything on them is different.
Yep.
They have their own thread pitch. So you got to use John Deere nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
And they charge you through the nose because they know they can. I hate John Deere.
He had it's still over there. It's what is it, a 2N, or I don't know which N it is.
Ford series. Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one it is because there's 50 million versions, and it's been sitting for a while. And somebody came over and tried to get it running for my stepmom and my nephew, and he gets people to say, "Oh yeah, I'll come get it running." And they get it running, but they just kind of half-ass it. So I'm thinking pretty.
I got a video coming out on the N Series Ford.
Really?
You know, that's what really hurt Ford.
Oh.
They got sued big time, and it was the first time Henry Ford just paid the bill. He didn't even try to fight it. Ferguson sued the hell out of Ford for that.
Who did?
Ferguson.
Oh.
Because they used the 3-point hitch, the Ferguson hitch. And during the war, Ford was contracted to build them, and then they kept doing it without their permission after the war. And Ferguson sued the hell out of Ford for that.
Wow.
And took all of their war money.
Same.
And that's why Ford was behind the 8 ball so much through the 50s.
They're broke.
They used the same oiling system as the flathead for the Y block. And that's what doomed Ford.
Hubie? How do you say
Hey, that? Unity, what's going on? That was a good live you had with John the other night.
No kidding. Because I was driving, so I couldn't ask anything that I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I've got this. I've got a 455. I have in my olds. I've got a tunnel ram for it. I've got the whatever you call it, the Offenhauser Turbo 360, but it's a single top. But it's the Dominator top. So I don't want to put a damn Dominator on it. But I was wondering, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it or not, if I even want to mess with it. So, yeah. I'm not sure if it'll mess up the drivability of it.
That was funny, that story you was telling about driving a tunnel ram in the wintertime. Yeah, my dad drove his 55 year round with the tunnel ram on it. Oh yeah. You gotta be patient.
I'll do that because I wanted to watch that so bad last night. Now I was like, I can only watch parts of it because I'm driving down the road. I was basically.
I've already rewatched it twice.
Yeah. I was too busy today. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe do that this year. Mine ain't for any kind of performance. Mine's just a, anger of the straights. Because I get people around here, they're like, you need to restore that car. I was like, well, it is restored. Brand new motor.
It's on the road.
It's on the road.
Instead of it's not been crushed and made into a T-post.
It was almost a derby car. That's where I saved it from, was a derby site.
Oh, and Andy, that video you just dropped, oh man, I feel your pain on it, man. All of our little independent car, automotive, auto parts stores, yeah, they're all going under. We lost ours 2 years ago. Funny thing is I almost bought it. I had the deal all set up and everything, and I had to go to San Diego. And while I was down there, a local guy here, he jumped a bid on it and he got it. But I almost went into the parts business.
We still got two.
But that guy, I had a 1963 Dodge 440 with a 318 poly in it. I needed a carb kit and a valve cover gasket. Walked in, he had it sitting on the shelf and sat it in my hand.
Oh man.
That's how he was. Bruce Anthony. Bruce, if you're watching this, man, I love you, man. I know you're retired, but dadgummit, come back, please.
You understood us. Yeah. We still got two of the old school ones. One of them that I worked at and my dad worked at 50 years. It's still here. But it's a Parts Plus, they have.
That's what he was Parts Plus at the end.
And then the other one's Federated. But it's a local family-owned store. Then we got Napa, used to be family-owned, but now it's a chain Napa. And then you got O'Reilly's and AutoZone.
Well, Napa is like a franchise, right?
Yeah.
You buy the building, they do all of the. Yeah.
Yep. Kind of like Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
They actually get a lot of parts. You can get a lot from Napa here. They got a warehouse not too far north of here. AutoZone too.
I found though that Napa is starting to slip. If I go to one city, they're not so good. But if I go to the other city, they're knowledgeable people.
The one north of us up by Rantoul, Illinois, in Rantoul, they can make airlines. They have all that stuff. But then the one here in Effingham, they don't got nothing. I mean, you can get it pretty quick, but
and ours here, our little independent store, it was pretty much ag based too, because where I'm at.
Yeah.
So if you needed a hydraulic line, he was right there. He had all the sizes you needed, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the store that I grew up in, they have nothing for my cars anymore, except for Amber's ambulance. I went in there and I talked to one of the guys that basically I trained him when I was 12 or 13. See, Andy. And he goes, "What is that again?" And I went through, Bonneville, or, you can call it Bonneville, whatever you want. I'll be damned if they didn't have the brake master cylinder for that car. And I went to the warehouse where they had the part, and this thing was a Raybestos, and it looked like it was made in 1970. You couldn't see, you barely see. It was that old white box with the blue and the fancy Raybestos with the red stripes, and it had dust everywhere. And I mean, it was half-inch thick. Yeah, that's.
But now it's all corporate.
Yeah, our Napa looks like a mini Walmart. It's got every cheap ass tool you can think of, and they used to have a lot of cool stuff.
Anybody out there that hasn't subscribed to this guy yet, boy, you're messing out. Everything horsepower, you got it going on, man. I dig your stuff. Yeah, those little independent shops. It's sad to see them go, but I can see why. After talking to Bruce, the owner of the old store, he said he was telling me how hard it was for him to get parts because all the other, like now O'Reilly's, Auto, had just gobbled up all of the ways for them to get their parts.
Well,
and they just got squoze out.
Take, for instance, something as simple as a brake wheel cylinder. I still have all my stone hones. I have all the stuff to rebuild those while they're right on the car. You don't have to unhook them. It is now cheaper to buy a new one from one of those stores that's already rebuilt than it is to find, than it was the same price for a kit back then. What was it, $5-8?
Mm-hmm.
More, sometimes a little more. And these little stores, they can't compete with somebody that's getting it out of, Humdong land. And then, I've got a couple of old rebuild kits for my Fords, like the Bronco and stuff like that. I can just rebuild them, but I'm not going to. I get a lifetime warranty on a damn master cylinder. They don't go bad all that often. So
9 times out of 10, like wheel cylinders and stuff like that, it's just cheaper to just get another one.
Yep.
And then you know that they're right.
Yep.
A lot of those rebuild kits, like I said, especially the wheel cylinder ones, you feel the rubber on them, and it's like plastic. It's not rubber at all. Yeah. Oh, Dust Devil. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drag it out that long tonight, but I'll do everything I can to shift everybody to go on when you pop back in. Safe travels, guys.
On the road, are you coming through my way? They live about 70 miles west of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't know that until we saw each other. Oh, yeah, I'm from such and such place. You're from such. Yeah, I go there all the time. Or I used to. I used to play music down there constantly.
Yep, me too. Used it for all kinds of things, but
I've been trying to find
now. There was a couple that are an exception, like that 53 2.5-ton Chevy truck. Yeah, brand new wheel cylinders for that are like, the last time I checked, they were $285 a piece.
Jeez.
For just a wheel cylinder. So yeah, you get into that kind of stuff, and you do what you can do to get them back to running, or you just give up on them, pull the cab and put it on something else,
I was at a
which is what that's slated for now.
Jed's place in Kansas.
Yell hi to Jed as you're going by.
Don't forget to stop at Uranus. I don't know if you're ever in that area coming through there, Uranus, Missouri. That's pretty neat. I got a shirt.
Had to rebuild the wheel cylinders on the 59. Yeah, like I said, there's some cases where, because I know what you're talking about on that. That's not a standard 9-inch. On my 58, that's what took so long for me to get the wheel cylinders for that, too. I was on Rock Auto, and I'd check it like every other day, trying to get the wheel cylinders for it because they had them, but every one of them was coming from a different spot. So it was like $20 shipping on this one, $20 shipping on this one, and I kept waiting and waiting and waiting until all 4 of them came from the same spot, and then now I got them sitting in a box waiting to put on.
On this Javelin, I always anymore I just use eBay. What's up, Travis? I just use like go on eBay and you get what's that company? Now I can't think of it. But anyway, it's all eBay. All my rings, bearings, Engine Tech, I think they're called, and they're actually made in the USA. I was surprised. I got them because the cheapest way I could build that 400, and I got them. I was like, oh damn, these things are made in USA. I got the piston rings and the bearings, rods and mains, and the cam bearings in Engine Tech, $285. So, but the thing is I misspelled stuff. Like you put the part number in, but misspell it. And like my cam and lifter and chain and all that stuff, the kit, I misspelled on accident, and I found it $110 cheaper than Summit. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. No shipping, free shipping. I was like, okay. Till they put their tax on it, and then,
Good thing about Summit is they still held it at $100. Anything over $100 is free shipping. Speedway jumped theirs. I think it's $150 now.
I think I ordered some seat rails or something from Speedway once. And the worst part about buying something from Speedway is as soon as you buy it, they won't leave you alone.
No, you get flooded.
Yeah,
always uncheck the box.
Yeah, I just didn't catch it. Oh, really? You know somebody in Albany, huh? Cool. Used to hang around down there all the time, too. I got friends in Albany. Used to play a couple bars. I mean, I've been everywhere and playing music, so that's just one of the local. That's just down the road from me. About an hour, maybe? Not even an hour.
We got a Moroso oil pan one time that was misdrilled.
Ooh.
Sometimes you get, we call them Friday nights. No matter where it's made or who makes it, sometimes you get a Friday night special.
Or a Monday morninger.
Or a Monday morning, yep.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what.
We got a clutch from, what was that from? But we waited for the name brand one, the good one. And the fingers on it, it's a diaphragm clutch for that, for a Nissan, were out of whack. So, oh man, and that was a hard transmission to pull and everything with the torsion bars and that little 2-wheel drive Nissan pickup.
Yeah.
We got it in there and it chattered. and I wasn't about to change it, pull it back out. Lifetime warranted, but yeah, not worth the hassle.
At Dust Devil, if you want to see Mopar, guys, I'm from a little town called Teutopolis, Illinois, and it is 98.9% Mopar. That's why I'm not a hater of Mopar. I play a good game. I love old Mopars, the looks of them and stuff. I just got sick of seeing them. There are 3 Superbirds, 2 Daytona Chargers, every kind of Hemi, whatever is here. Because people break down. I'm on I-70 out here. People break down and they just abandon the damn car because, believe it or not, whether you want to admit it, old Mopar stuff was junk. If you didn't build them, they're junk.
Yeah.
And they just abandon the car, grab a new car, keep trucking. Well, these, us hillbillies around here, rednecks, they grab them all. First person, they either rebuild the motor that was junk in it, or they find a 318 or something and they stick it in it. My ex-father-in-law has a 69 Hemi 4-speed bench seat Roadrunner that he bought for $250 from Zang Salvage. He stuck a 383 in it out of a Roadrunner and drove it all through high school, all of, until my ex-wife was, 5, 6 years old. Drove it every day. And he retired. He built himself a shop. And he's bringing that thing. He's had it up on blocks under a cover for, since the 80s. And he's bringing it in. He's going to start restoring it. That's his retirement project, But that is how crazy it was around here with Mopars. I got one guy around. He and one of the doctors found the original Hemi motor out of Richard Petty's dad's race car. And they had it all redone. I think that's the story. There was a big write-up. Well, then they had the people that built the Petty cars build whatever kind of car it was, and they stuck this motor back in this car, and now it's like it's only been ran, it's never been driven. But they have it in a museum out there in North Carolina or wherever. That's how serious Mopar is around here. And they have a big Mopar show every year right up the street from me. What the hell's the name of them? Gettner Brothers. They have a big Mopar show. They wanted me to bring my AMC up there, but I was like, nah, I don't bring it up there. And by the way, these are not modded cars. They are bone to stock style Mopars. And they're completely redone.
I see that a lot with Mopar, people putting them back. More so than anything else. That's one that people are really, well, at the resto shop, that was a lot of it. And I remember Rex used to just cringe every time one would be mentioned.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of work in them.
The problem with the ones around here, they're the ones that'll poke their head out of the garage for about a day, and then they're right back in. So
a cloud. Get it back in, cover it up.
Yeah, there's nobody out here driving around their old muscle car, Mopar. None. People, I'm telling you, if you took one ride with me in Blanche or Javi or any of my cars, you took one ride with me, you would see what I go through on a daily basis with people. I'll get one person that's like, that's the coolest car ever, like my Cutlass. This is awesome. Are you leaving it like this? I love those guys. Yeah, I'm leaving just like I drive it every day. I put a beer on it. Nobody cares. But then 9 times out of 10, it's the hater. Like, what are you doing? You should give that or sell that to somebody who's going to restore it. There ain't many of these around. No, there ain't. That's why I'm driving it.
I remember going to car shows with my dad. He had a 32 Ford pickup that was just built nice.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he built it and set for this bicentennial in '76. So the axle tubes were red and white. The pumpkin cover was blue with all the stars around it with 76. I mean, it
Yeah.
was all done up. It was the 70s.
Right.
Every time we go to a show, it was nothing but 4 hours of polishing and cleaning. And you sit there at the show and you clean and you make sure everything is.
Yeah.
Now, when we take the rats or anything to the car show, I love that because you can just pull it up, get out, and walk around, mingle. There's the car. Look at it.
Yeah. The first car show that I took the Malibu to, I just finished it. I finished it. It wasn't really finished. I just put the thing together. Didn't have a hood on it. Nothing. Open air motor, the big old,
Mm-hmm.
air cleaner about that tall. And a buddy of mine has a 69 Cadillac limousine. Looks like it just come out of a pole barn that's been left since 1969. He ain't cleaned it. He didn't wash it and nothing. He put the battery in it, got it running, did all the stuff. Well, he meets me here at the house, and I get in the Malibu, and he takes that, and we go to this car show. And he pulls that big limousine by one truck, and I pull in between him and another truck, and there's this guy on his 56 Chevy just, polishing that. Like, here comes the judge. Oh, my God, I got to start polishing. And I pulled this dusty-ass old Malibu and that limousine, which looked 10 times worse than the Malibu. These people on each side were just mad. They actually told the people putting on the thing, could you have them move? And I looked at him, and by the way, while this is happening, I had opened a folding chair, slapped it, set it down, and opened up a beer. This judge comes up to me and my buddy, and he's like, these two fellers wanted to know if you would take your cars maybe to back over there. And I just turned and looked. I said, what's wrong? You think my rusty old purple car is going to make your fancy one look bad? Don't you think it would make it look better? My old crap sitting next to this beautiful car is going to shine like a diamond. Just keep polishing, man. Keep polishing.
I got a picture somewheres of the car show we went to in Rigby here, and they parked us right next to a McLaren, and on the other side of that was a Lambo, and on the other side of that was a Shelby, or a GT, Ford GT.
Yeah.
And those guys got so mad they left because they were parked next to us. I mean, we didn't, we just parked where they wanted us to park, and
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't do it. I'll bring that. You wait till I get that square body done. I ain't touching it. There ain't no rockers. Half the bed is hanging because the mount's gone. And I'm gonna get that thing running, and we're gonna take it to a car show. And I'm just gonna pull it up next to everybody, and everybody's gonna be like, "Why is this rusty old piece of crap sitting here?" It's like, well, this was a parts truck less than a year ago, and it's here. And then I'm just gonna set my beer on the hood. And okay, who built yours? They really hate that crap when you say built, not bought.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that will absolutely tear them to pieces. They'd be like, why don't you restore this? Can't you restore anything? This just means you can't do that. You just don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I could. But I'm the one driving all 12 of my cars, and you have one that you barely pull out of the garage. Boy, the arguments I get into, and I don't argue. I just, smile and, well, live your life. And then I leaving a patch going sideways. They won't do that. Oh my God forbid they put it in a burnout pit or something. But to answer that question she asked, it's a 68 Pontiac Superior hearse ambulance combo. It was a coroner's car, and it's based off the Bonneville. They just stretched it 3 feet. And when they stretched it, they didn't just put like a little block of steel. No, they made rails all the way down the thing, so it weighs like 15,000 pounds. And it does 11 36s in an eighth of a mile. So, yeah, I haven't touched that thing since we got it home. I just ain't had time.
Yeah, I found the rough looking, some people call them ratty muscle or rat rods or whatever you want to call them. They're more accepting, more uh, inviting to
Right,
people. It's like people kind of, oh, okay, are more comfortable walking up to you if you got something like that. If you got something super pristine and super nice, it's like walking into a house that's still got plastic on the furniture. You feel uncomfortable in there.
right. Nope. No, the Monkey Mobile was actually a GTO
Yeah.
that they basically chopped the top off and
65.
put that big like white vinyl whatever the hell that was convertible top looking thing over the top of it. A lot of people don't know that was GTO.
If you ever get a chance, go to Ephraim or Manti. I think it's Ephraim. They're right next to each other. Utah. Every June for the Big Daddy family reunion, family reunion.
Oh,
The whole town is nothing but weird, cool car creations because that's where he retired to.
yeah.
It's kind of in the middle of kind of south central Utah. Neat little place. But you see cars like that, the Monkey Mobile will be there, and of course his cars.
Right. One of these days, I'd like to get on my little Sears Rascal. I got a Sears Rascal Dune buggy that I need to. I've got two motors for it. One's a 1200, one's a 1600. But it's
A
just
little bitty 12.
yeah. I got two. 1600 is a better motor, obviously, but one of these days, if I ever get my other crap done, I'm gonna get to that one. It's a pretty neat little vehicle, but it needs a lot of work. The body's okay on it, the tub, but I'm probably gonna have to find another VW and chop it. But those are getting hard to find.
Those are getting hard to find now.
God,
The ones you do find, they need everything that you need.
yeah. I just need to redo if you want to call it a frame, and put new floors in it, and then it needs that front.
Usually the frame is okay.
Huh?
Usually the frame is okay. It's just
Yeah.
the belly pans that go.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with it. I've actually got two sets of pans for that thing. The guy gave me when I bought it. One of them I use for a flat piece of metal to run my cherry picker on when I pull engines. It's perfect. Hey, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, when we first started out, we kind of cut our teeth on all that stuff. My dad was very well known for his little street bug that he had, little street Baja. That was the fastest little thing in southeast Idaho. In that, 4-cylinder category. We had people come all over trying to beat him. That's kind of how Dad got to be known at first, was off of that little bug. It was a 1635 little Volkswagen engine. I remember he rebuilt it in the kitchen. That's all right, Travis. Editing. That's always the fun stuff. Whenever I do my edits, I just cut the fat out. That's all I do. I used to try to put the fancy razzle dazzle stuff in it, but I found it was just easier to just cut the unneeded stuff out, like walking over to the toolbox, and like Blake says, nobody wants to see your feet. That's pretty much the scope of all the editing I do.
Don't try to edit what I just did.
You go bonkers.
I think I cussed more making it than I did, or editing than I did making it. But we're kidless tonight.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm gonna grab Amber, and I think we're gonna go get some cheese sticks and a beer or something.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Something. We don't ever get time to go do anything, and she was taking a nap. She just woke up, so
Good deal.
But
Tell
I
her
thought
hi
I'd
for
pop
us.
in because I was always on your lives, and man, I've been so busy on Saturdays, I ain't been able to be on. So, hopefully,
No
I'll be able
problem,
to
man.
do a lot more of them. But I'm gonna go. Oh, good. There's my stepson's home. We got to get out of here. So, anyway, I'll see
Great
you guys
seeing
later.
tonight. And then there was one. Yeah, that's where we started building sandrails up here in southeast Idaho. We have they call them the Fremont County sand dunes. They're huge. You go out in the middle of them, and it's like being in the Sahara Desert. They're really long, and there's some pretty good sized dunes in them. And that's where I learned how to drive. Actually, how to drive a stick. Somebody's got to keep them that chat in line, right? No problem, Ari. The craziest sandrail well, I don't know. I'd say there's two of them. We made a mid-engine pintle-powered one, 2.3 liter pintle engine. Oh boy, Dad'd have to tell you all the specs on it because I was still pretty young then. But shaved the deck. I mean, I think it was running 13 or 14 to 1 compression. Stuck 4 Mikuni carburetors on it, so I had a carburetor for each cylinder. Oh, that thing would fly. That thing was too fast. Literally too fast. It had so much well, it had no vacuum for the PVC, so we had to run it through the exhaust. You've seen all of that on. I think Andy's even running it on Casper, but you'd get that sucker up about $8,000, 7-8 grand, yeah, and she'd start smoking out of there. It was the header would actually start sucking the oil out. But boy, that thing would fly, literally. And then the other one we built was a Mazda rotary powered one. That was the first time I ever did a wheelie, was in that one. That's the one I used to sand drag. That was my first time ever in drag racing, was a Mazda rotary powered sand rail. Had big old paddle tires on it. I'd wind that sucker up so fast. I'd bury the tack. I actually broke 2 tacks on that thing. I just bury it. Just spin it until I broke the tack. But boy, that was the strangest feeling out there on it had a dry lake bed right after the rain. And it was just dead flat. And that's where we would do the sand drags at. And when the sand is wet like that, it's like concrete. And I speed shifted or power shifted down into second, and those front tires lifted up. Oh boy, I tell you what, that was something else for a what 13, 14-year-old kid at the time. Hey there, John, how's it going?
What's
You
happening?
saved me from my babble moment there. Thanks for coming in. So what's going on there? 257. Oh, that live you had last night, that was great. That was a really good
We have
live.
fun. Yeah, Andy knows a lot of stuff.
I've already gone back and watched it twice.
Tell you what, though, you can learn a lot from Andy.
Oh, man.
I'm going to be doing some stuff with Andy here pretty soon.
There we go. We're piling
coming
in
to
there.
bombard you. We got JB and Lars coming too, I think, and Buck. What's happening, BareRose?
Oh, not much. What's going on, man?
Oh, same old stuff, brother, man.
Here you go, Jason. The video with the lumber hauling. I got it
Put
for
him
you.
on solo, BareRose.
Here
This
you
is
go.
hilarious.
Jason
There you
loves
go.
this.
Center
This dog
stage.
is so hilarious. I laugh so hard. You want to see one pissed off pit bull right here. It's like, Dad, what the hell did you do? Like, how's it even possible? Those boards are like 3 times as long as that car. That's like some cantilever black magic shit going on there.
I know this thing out here for 3 fucking hours.
Oh, hey.
What?
Hey,
Where'd you come from?
Dang, people.
What's up, Lars? Oh, there's Buck.
There we go. We got the
Yeah.
full party now.
Do you guys?
Hey,
have
there we
trouble?
go. Hey, sorry, fellas. I didn't have it set up. I thought I did.
It wasn't that big a
No,
deal,
you
Buck.
didn't. We had to go search for it.
Yeah.
That woman at Lowe's did not like me doing that for some reason. This old woman at Lowe's, she got mad about it. I said, "What do you care? That's got to be the most entertaining thing somebody's done today." I said, "It would have been great if it just slid through the windshield, knocked it out." I mean,
He had,
you
he had
get paid to
16-foot
watch
boards in a
that.
4-foot car.
Yeah. There's 16-foot boards.
I laughed. This is the first time I ever saw that. Man, it was so funny because that dog was just like, "What in the world are you doing to me, Dad?"
Wow, everybody that just joined us, hey, good to see y'all.
Now,
I
y'all
don't
got to
wanna miss
understand.
the
Far
video.
out. What's going on, brother?
Y'all got to understand.
Mark is looking good with that Pinot 2 or that
Y'all
Mustang 2
guys
front end,
all
isn't it?
need to understand this. Y'all sitting down, taking it easy. Me and Lars standing out here standing.
Well, sit your old ass down.
Well, we can't stand like you.
Yeah.
Uh,
You need me to send you some chairs? I'm just
JB.
razzing you, JB. You know
Right.
that.
I just went out and I looked at that 85 four-wheel drive truck I got out there. It's still got it in it. So I'll go out and I'll
Nice.
pull it for you. And I guess they're going to send me your address. I'll throw it in the mail for you.
I think
Yeah,
I
they
both
love
already,
of
it.
them.
I already
Hey,
sent
I'll
the
pay-
email, BareRose. I sent it to you.
I'll
Okay.
pay you for it. I'll pay you for it. Ain't no big deal.
Don't worry about it. Give me another sticker when I meet up with you again in
Well, that
Sykeston this
sticker's
year.
going to cost you $20.
Oh.
Well, that distributor just cost 120.
Where are you sticking that sticker? Yeah, but I was just gonna throw that anyway, so I'll just throw it in a box and stiffer off your way. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's any good, so I'll
It's
just pay that
definitely-
for it.
It's definitely appreciated. I got no problem sitting right here. I'll stick it in something.
All the other ones I have are electronic, so they don't have the advance on them.
Yeah. That's what I ran into.
That is crazy. They don't offer that anymore.
Yeah, but you can buy a distributor, $150 with the spark advance on it. You just can't buy a spark advance.
Yeah.
I even looked over at Jeep because I know the Jeep used that 2.8 too.
Yeah, I remember
And
when you commented.
Nothing.
My
Jason, which was sketchier, the lumber or towing the Roadrunner home with it, or putting the slant 6 and transmission in the back of the fork truck?
I think the slant 6 was probably the sketchiest because that dude was squatted. Like when you pulled that Roadrunner out, that thing didn't give a care what was going on behind it.
Well, my dog was going nuts, but the CRV
I mean, you was
doing all
pulling,
right.
you was pulling weeds and all kind of stuff out with it, you know. So, yeah, it was fun. Trying to catch up on the comments here. Lars, you know where you're at, brother man?
Somewhere.
Did you brush your teeth yet?
Yeah, hang on.
Hang on. He's going to get the wire brush out. Oh, there.
Hey, what?
He looks like a beaver.
You can't talk with
Sadistic beaver.
then, but
We need another one.
The Black and Decker Pecker record, like JB said earlier.
Yeah, it's that Black and Decker Pecker record.
What? Dude, when I said that, as soon as I said that, the old lady walked down the stairs with a load of laundry. I'm like,
Oops.
that's why I was like, oh, hi.
I sent old man in the shop texted me one day. He was doing drill bits or something. He won't know if I sharpen drill bits. I said, yes, I do. But I really appreciate it getting to send that crap to me.
He sent you a pallet full of them.
He goes, I got a bunch of them. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Instead of you sending them to me, let me send you a drill grinder.
What was those things?
JB, do you like to sharpen the old-fashioned way on the grinder?
I can.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's how I was taught.
I don't like.
There is an art to it.
Drill bits, man, they're finicky.
Even the drill doctors don't do them right sometimes.
Drill doctors are about. Dude, if you spend money on a drill doctor, just
go
ahead and
I don't.
hold it.
I remember my brother bought a drill doctor and he thought it was the biggest thing coming. And I said, give me that blade. I went over to the grinder, didn't even have my glasses on. I said, here, try it now. He said, how in the world? And I said, Grandpa taught me that one.
You will never forget. You'll never guess where I had to learn to sharpen a drill bit, and that was at Virginia Tech. There is a metal fabrication class at Virginia Tech, and students had to learn how to sharpen a drill bit on a grinder, and it had to cut even, 2 spirals, everything.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, it's amazing because some of the students who took that class, they're not the mechanically inclined. These aren't the ones going to community college. These are the ones that are just taking a biological systems engineering class, right? And so some of those guys, they would turn a drill bit. They think would be half as long before they were done with it. They would actually, they just thought, I've never signed up for this. I'm supposed to get multiple choice questions about women's literature, and now they're making me sharpen a drill bit.
But
I was only supposed to learn how to change the blue water in a portolet, sharpen a drill bit, for crying out loud.
But I got a
and all those guys got jobs at Ford Motor Company.
Yep, it sure did. There was, when I was there, General Motors sent over a whole fleet of cars. They sent a Suburban, a Corvette, and all this stuff. It was like 96 model year. And there was a guy that walked up and looked at the Corvette. He was a first-year engineering student. And he said, is that a standard cylinder type engine? And the guy from GM said, oh, you're the people we're here to recruit. So this guy's like 18, 19 years old and did not know he's looking at a standard cylinder type engine. That's the guy that's trying to build engines for GM.
Is that an internal or an external combustion engine?
Seriously.
Oh, I know. I've had them.
Yeah. He didn't know. I thought it was steam.
Like, retarded.
My grandpa, my great grandpa, he actually went to blacksmithing school in Missouri, and I guess it's still going. There's I wish I could remember the name of the city, but there's one in Missouri.
We have one in Troy, Ohio still.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We sure do. Yep.
That's
My
cool.
grandpa used to do restore wagons. He
Mhm.
restored Studebakers before Studebakers had engines in them.
Nice. Well, they were a coach, huh?
But he went there to learn how to do the wheels, to make his own real wheels.
We'll go out there and look there a little bit. But man, there's some freaking issues.
Yeah, definitely, Miss Dust Devil. You're right.
Yes.
Where's Brian? He must be at work.
I think we're gonna be drilling shit. Squirrel!
Troy is a gold mine. Yeah.
Look at your buck guy.
What? Who? Huh? I was want to have my hound dog down here. That's what we need to yell, huh? That is the worst hunting dog I've ever had.
But, I want to talk about drill bit sharpening. I got a little M5 Derek sitting in here. Dude, I can make you split point drills. I can make you step drills. I can make any drill you want. Any
Nice.
configuration.
I love step drill bits, man, when they'll cut a just perfect round hole. And yep,
Have you guys used those new spiral ones?
I have used one. I don't
Oh,
really
man.
like them as much as the flat ones. I don't.
Really?
Maybe
I
it's just
love
me.
mine.
Yeah.
135 degree split point drill will drill anything you want.
135 degree. I think somebody. I think first responder put that up there a minute ago. He said it. Yeah.
He said 118 to 130.
Oh, okay.
What is it we're trying to do? 135 on that front face, and then 12 degrees of coast. We're trying to give it 12 degrees to the heel.
And then split point it right in the middle.
Whew.
So you're making two cutting angles at the same time.
Yep.
I wasn't lying when I said that you're the sharpest guy on YouTube.
Yep.
He is. He is definitely. He's as
Yeah,
he's as sharp as a
Lars
fart.
doesn't think so.
He'll cut right through your underwear and not even leave a mark. He's gonna whip my ass next time he sees me.
Yep, he's gonna whip it on the track.
I've been doing this stuff so long, I probably forgot most.
Yeah. Kids I work with in the shop, when they ask me something and I forget it, and they're like, "You don't know that?" And I'm like, "Well, unfortunately, I hate to tell you this, but I've probably forgotten more than you
Exactly.
I hated that when I was a kid. I fucking hated it, but it's true, you know.
Jesse, what's the part that somebody wants? What's the thing somebody wants sharpened that you would rather just beat them to death with than have to sharpen?
Oh no,
Oh, that's a good one.
A damn end mill.
A who? End mill?
End mill?
End mills are the scourge of this earth.
Really?
They are just, well, back in the day, right? Back in the day, standard emails. But now they've got up cut, down cut, up and down cut, compression bits. I mean, it's here's one. It's been sitting right here for
Ever.
Yeah, quite a while.
Get over here.
Need you
Right.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Lord have mercy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, that stuff right there. I can sharpen them, but
Damn.
why?
I've seen the
That looks
replay
like
on my
something
other screen. I'm
converted
like,
into a drill
whoa.
bit to me.
Yeah.
Why did somebody make that crap?
That looks like some medieval sword or something.
It just looks like something you convert into a drill bit once it's all done.
Yeah, and there's titanium coated on top of that.
Oh,
You know,
jeez.
it's freaking.
So you can't cut it. Yeah.
Oh, I can cut it,
Can you? Yeah.
but it's
What do you cut it with?
diamond.
Diamond. Okay.
But dude, you can mess with this stuff all day long, and it still won't turn out right.
What's up,
Not
Bubba?
Not on manual stuff, but I can do it. But This is when them. There you go.
Yeah, the California howdy. Oh, it happens.
And they'll pay this little bit right here in that box costs like $100. And I tell them, all right, it'd be $25. $25. That's freaking ridiculous. Well, you paid $100 for the bit, man.
And you tore it up.
Tony,
I should charge you $200 to fix it.
Isn't that
Tony-
the
Tony's-
hardest thing though? Is the customers you got to deal with on that stuff?
Again,
I mean, like your time doesn't mean anything.
exactly.
Well, I know that one video you was talking about them saw blades where everybody was burning them up because the supervisor were telling them to just let them rock, and then JB gets a load of them and he says, you know, it's going to be X amount of dollars, and they're throwing the fit. And he's like, well, I didn't burn them up. That's your problem. You
I
know?
didn't do this shit.
Yeah. It's like when somebody bitches at me about fixing their car, I said, hey, it's the 3 Bs. I didn't build it. I didn't buy it. And I wasn't holding your hand when you bought it.
Tony's asking whatever happened to the good old 4 flute end mill. I want to know what happened to this flute.
John. That one, yeah. That one disappeared for us. That one disappeared for a moment in time.
Yeah.
Because this one night at the No Name National, I dropped a piston out my pan.
Sorry, BareRose, we're getting you demonetized, brother.
It was a good run.
We're all laughing about this. We're all gonna be laughing about this in 256 days. God bless America.
Well, now we know who really would have won that Penn and Teller for us.
Now we're getting into a live I can deal with.
Yeah, we're getting into the weird hour, JP.
So the guy that does exhaust for me, he had his a Chevrolet truck on the lift, and he was using those really wide clamps like you put on the stainless pipes, and he's welding, and I walked up behind him and said, this one time at band clamp, and he just
Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. I do that on a regular basis.
Who the hell's who, Dan? He said Dan. Who the hell is that? Oh,
I
Dan
think he did a
doesn't know who
video
that
on
was.
it.
All right. never mind.
Rebuild saw blades. I do all that crap.
Cheers, Danny. Go watch
First
American
time-
Pie, and you'll know all about what we were talking about, Danny. Just so you know.
I didn't even know you could replace those carbide tips until I seen that video of yours.
Oh, dude, I build saw blades out here. I do.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw him replacing those tips. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that was a deal. That's awesome.
I don't mind doing it on a brand new saw blade, but dude, you screwed it up. Why in the hell you send it to me?
Well, like when you were showing where they bolt on in the middle, you know, the hub is all burnt up. I'm like, hell, it ain't gonna work anyway.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you can't fix stupidity, right?
Oh, I know.
Here he comes.
I work on cars for a living. That looks like your teeth, LP.
How do you fix that crap?
You can't.
Wow. Yeah.
There's
No.
something missing there.
Yeah.
it's just gonna be one of those lives.
Yeah, it's going doo 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 doo. It's going down the turbo.
Hey, BareRose, how many nanoseconds did it take us to get you demonetized?
I'm gonna have to check the analytics on that.
Yeah, he was cruising right along until this happened.
Yes, gonna go. Man, I had like an hour and a half of good stuff.
Yeah.
Then these lunatics showed up.
Well, that's what happened when I was down at JB's.
How'd it go into the negative in 5.2?
Yeah.
It's all good.
This one time on BareRose's live.
John Wilburn started some crazy stuff.
Yeah, this is the
Hey,
second
but-
time.
They can't beat the starter drop, man. They can't beat the starter drop.
Oh man, I
I know,
still go
I'm
back and watch
stupid.
that every once in a while. Whew, good Lord. I'm not asking for much.
I'm just a simple man.
Oh, poor Dalton. Oh,
I wasn't expecting Dalton to do that. So I was like, hey, man, just drop it on the floor. He just takes it, man, like from 6 foot and just
Wow.
puts it on the floor.
Whoa.
Ow, that ain't what I was saying.
Hey, Ari, what's up, brother, man? I didn't even see you in here.
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
Ari does a good after show.
Sunday nights.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He's
I
out
missed
on the
him
West
this week.
Coast, isn't he? Excuse me.
You know what?
Yeah,
When
he's
they
out
were
there somewhere.
when they were doing all those 15 votes in the House of Representatives yesterday, they should have had all of us up in the gallery giving commentary. Then it would have been watchable.
There was a fight in there. Like two of them
Yeah.
guys got in a fight. Did you see that shit?
I would
Really?
love to see Lars and JB calling that vote from the mezzanine. Listen to the JB talking about those guys doing that 15 times.
It'd
I
be
would love
me
to
and
hear
Lars. Me, Lars, and JB up there with one of them big
Oh,
foam
yeah.
fingers drinking a beer like, yeah!
And then you could have Buck and BareRose and me doing commentary on you three doing commentary on them, and then have us each on split screen. People would have been watching that.
That would be good. It'd be like big time wrestling all over again.
Man, we could be making fun of all their speeches and the whole
Sure.
thing. It would be great.
Put them through the table.
That would have been an improvement. Yes.
Where's
Oh, Ari,
I need to hit
sorry,
you.
Ari, you're a mod, aren't you, brother? I'm glad you're always here. Yeah. My thing is, I'm never always here. A lot of times, well, except for this time of year, I'm always gone on the weekend. I'm either camping or racing or going on something, you know. So yeah, it's weird for me to be involved on the weekend. So, like John said, I get that one weekend a year out to go racing, which is a good thing. Who's taking pictures?
Do you find it easier now that you're not into it hot and heavy like you used to be?
Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, it used to be. I bracket raced for 17 years straight, and it was more like a job than anything. Because, I mean, I can remember I live right by the Air Force Museum. We have this big fireworks extravaganza, you know, planes flying over, big party. I used to love taking the kids over there because they had all kinds of stuff for the kids, and I can just walk to the base, you know, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And I can remember one night, everybody got here at 5 o'clock. Motor was
on low power.
blown up in the Mustang. I had everything to put one together, laid out. We put the engine together, got it in the car. It was like 5 of us, and we fired it up when the fireworks went off, like 10 o'clock, you want to say. But I didn't get a nap, you know. Like, I was up all night. It's too much. It's too much doing it all the time. If you're trying to raise a family and work,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to just have, like John said, like, this is the one day we're going, you know.
Uh-oh. There goes John.
Just one
One
time.
time at Sykes.
John and the meme creator. That one's going in the books, boys.
Now the question is, who put
pause
that
that.
meme up?
I want to pause that and
What?
screen.
Who
What's that?
put that meme up, man?
I tried to
Who's done
pause
that?
it and screenshot it
Who
on the other
did
screen.
that? I did that.
See, perfect. Send it. Send it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
There we go. All right, I paused it on my other screen. I'm
There you
screenshotting
go.
it.
I'll send it to you. You're making
All right,
this
there
too
you go.
hard, you people.
Well, I got
One
this
time
fancy
it's
setup now where I got 2 monitors my kids set up for me, and I don't even know how to use all of it.
This one time at Sykeston, I stuck an piston out my oil pan.
Yeah, I threw a connecting rod through my oil pan. Uh-oh.
Man can't.
Oh, that's probably John.
You
Just
can't
texting
by
me.
the tree line.
Exactly. You need to hang out by the tree line.
Yep, there's a pile of bathrooms down there.
I just sent it to every one of you. Man, it's a shame. You know who's going to want this? You know what? Destroyer 1320 said he's not going to do any meme shit.
Rehar, or whatever the fuck
No,
his name
no.
is.
The Destroyer 1320 Eric said he's not doing the meme show in January. He's going to change his mind when I send him this. I'm going to send it to him right now. Just see what he says. What do you think?
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
he'll love it.
It's gonna blow his mind.
I just sent it to him. I just sent it to him.
He's a little down in the dumps anyway. We need to bring him up.
There he is. No context, nothing. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, here we go. We're like, son of a outdone by Wilburn. Oh, band camp. UB says, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, y'all guys crack me up. It's a good time, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
When we get talking about cars and stuff and all the analytical stuff, I can't keep up with that. But just come in, hang out, and have fun.
Just shooting the stuff like normal people. Yeah.
That's
Well, Lars and JB, you guys crack me up on your videos. So I'm just letting you know. Like,
Oh yeah.
When I'm watching your videos, I'm about pissing my pants sometimes because you're funny. So all us retards need to get together and when we go to Sykeston, we need to make a video together. Like, just everybody get together and just turn the camera on, let it run for like 2 hours, sitting around the fire, shooting the shit, and we'll have a banger. Like, nobody will ever be able to top our videos.
After everybody has about 6-8 beers.
Right. Yeah. It's on.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting now.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Now that sounds like a call out. A campfire call out right there. Yep.
Oh hell, it's a short off.
It's a short.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a campfire again.
The sun will be coming up, and they'll be like, "Did you guys go to bed last night?" I'm like, nope. Oh no! Did he make another one?
Listen, damn! Now I got to run this car down this track. Oh hell!
Wait a minute. Version 2.
Shit.
No, version 2. Version 2. Wait a minute. I gotta improve upon this.
I don't know how much you can improve upon that one, brother.
Oh
man.
yeah. Watch.
Oh God.
This is yes.
Oh, the anticipation.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I didn't get that quite right.
I before E, except after C, John. Remember that.
Antlers in the treetop by Who Goose the Moose.
100 Paces to the Outhouse, written by
Here we
Willie
go.
Mickett, illustrated by Betty Don't.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
Fluter.
What? Yeah, can't see it.
We sharpened a fluter.
We sure-
Not a 4 fluter.
Was that a?
These people.
Never mind.
Right
I'm
here.
not even going there. I'm not even going there.
Here you
I'm
go.
gonna send it to you, Jason.
Here you go, Jason.
All right. Yes.
Right? Book titles. Race to the Outhouse by Willie Macon.
Illustrated by Betty Don't.
Betty. Oh, damn, dude.
It's 100. It's 100 paces to the outhouse. By Betty Don't. Yeah. Never mind. You know what I'm talking about. 100 paces to the outhouse, written by Willie Macon, illustrated by Betty Don't.
Illustrated by Betty Don't.
Lord have mercy.
We can also play with Mary Jane jokes if you want to.
Uh-oh. This is going to be the meme that destroys the world. I'm telling you. But I love it.
Oh, crap.
But I still want to know, was it a skin flute?
Was that for Mike?
We're going to have to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us are going to have to send BareRose a check because he ain't making no money on this site. Fuck it up.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not on YouTube, but I have a feeling he's going to repost this on another site.
Shit.
I hope not.
That was a special mod for Mike Skinner back when he was racing
I
Dick
remember-
Trickle.
Dude, the first time I ever heard that joke, we were at Bristol at a race. It was the first NASCAR race I ever went to. And Dick Trickle wrecked, and he's in the infield smoking a cigarette. And the guy was like, "Is that what he's sucking on?" It was so bad.
Well, the first
It was so bad, dude.
thing is the name, Dick Trickle.
Who would name their kid Dick Trickle? Unless that's the best part of him.
That was definitely a Johnny Cash name for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, BareRose. You let us in.
Hey,
He did, didn't he?
I
He
left
gave
the
him
door
fair
open.
warning. He's had fair warning, yeah.
I left the dome light on for you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. BareRose Motel 8 or Motel 6 or whatever it is, Motel 57 or whatever. I don't know what it is, but
That's
it's been a hell of a night though. It's been hilarious.
Trust me, we're keeping it tame.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely being good. Wait till we get around that campfire, boys. We're in trouble.
Exactly. You get
We
Don-
probably shouldn't have a camera on when that campfire happened. I'm just letting you know.
We
you
did.
get Don English in this crap and Wind English. Oh Lord, you ain't seen nothing. No.
Yeah,
Man,
you guys
my one-
missed a lot at the No Name Nationals. A lot of that stuff didn't get filmed, so you got to come out next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We left all the good stuff
I could have
on the
filmed
cutting room floor.
stuff. I could have filmed a whole bunch of stuff, man, but it was just no. It ain't good for public, viewing.
I still though that when Destroyer did the Harry Carey at the burnout contest, dude, I couldn't. I lost my shit. I was laughing so hard.
I don't think any other site would have me. This
No,
one barely
right.
does.
I gotta show you this, guys. I'm not gonna say who this is from.
One time at the world's fastest.
I received it in a text,
I got a.
and it was not from
Tim Buck
Wilburn.
says I know who that is.
Nope. Don't even say it.
Well, I'm not going to say it.
I got one.
You know who it is.
Well, I got it too. So
Oh, you did? Okay. Shit.
I got one saved on my phone, man. Is that your S10? It's got a girl pulling her panties down.
Right.
No
I
need
don't
for
need
these.
these. Yeah. I wish that was true, JB.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Well, hell, you got 2 of them. I only got 1.
Oh.
And mine's a bastard one, so they don't like it anyway. My S10, I mean.
God, I hope BareRose doesn't have only.
Damn, it's got deep now, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
OnlyFans. I don't even know what that is.
don't even go look at it. Like, don't.
Yeah.
It'll cost you.
It will cost you, yeah.
Oh man. But I think I've told you guys this before, but when my dad he built a website for his monster truck thing, he named it writeamonster.com.
Oh Lord. Yeah, you did tell
Yeah.
me that. I was like, oh, that was probably not the greatest thing
Don't
in
go
the world.
looking for it now.
Yeah,
The site's
don't
been
do that
pulled
now.
down.
Yeah. It's not what you're gonna want to see.
Oh God.
Poor Big B. He didn't mean anything by it.
He showed me that and I said, "What? Dad, do you really? Yeah, it's a good one, huh? Yeah, it's good. Dad,
John,
Dad."
is that correct
Play
answer
the
to
level
your,
down.
He got
is
it.
Yep.
Yep.
Took him a while, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Good job, Unfinished Project. I had no fucking clue what that was.
These new guys don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah. We're all retarded, just letting you guys know.
Yeah. Especially if they hang out with us at the track.
Exactly.
Yeah, any kind of gray matter you have, we're just gonna just suck it right out of there.
Now throw it in the fire. Throw it in the fire, man.
Yeah. No. No fireworks. Travis, what's up, brother? You
Hey,
did
Travis.
get here in the weird hour, but it's fine. It's been the weird hour since like
This is
8
this is
o'clock.
what you missed, Travis.
Oh, he's gonna love that shit. He is gonna love that shit. I'm gonna dip out for 1 second.
Come on, focus. There we go.
Oh, that's just for too funny.
They won't focus.
See, all y'all guys think me and Lars ain't out here watching y'all. Sorry, we are.
There's Turbo Tom.
What they give that mofo driver? He used to be in all these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mofo for a little bit.
He put a couple of videos out lately, but
That's right. It's time to get back to the actual channel.
Oh, okay.
That's
Is that the right one?
Travis needs that as a shirt.
Squirrel.
Where's Jason? Where's Jason? I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah. Now
Well,
it's come to the weird hour.
Yeah.
Twister? What? Twister? Monopoly? What are we playing?
You want to play a game?
Okay. All right, Jason. Eat more fiber. Come on, man.
It'll come out in the end, trust me.
Hacksaw.
This is the fun I don't get to have on my show. I come over here and ruin BareRoses.
Great place. Just let your hair down and just go.
Okay, Jason. We'll play a game.
All right.
I'm going to send you something,
All right.
and without describing it at all,
Oh Lord.
they're going to try to guess. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm going to send you something, and you can't use any words to describe this. Okay. All right.
Now
I can't wait.
Oh, here it
Okay.
comes.
All right. Here we go.
Here it comes. Whoa.
It's almost there. Wait.
Oh my God. Why? This is like Pictionary or something. All right. So I want to explain to you guys about this glasses case, and it opens, and it has this inside. But okay, let me explain to you about this. This is a polycarbonate towel, and you don't use it on your face, but you use it on your glasses. Did I win? My background's not right.
Pretty good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Fucking perfect.
Okay, Chase, this is my explanation.
Oh, yes.
All right.
That's good. All
right.
But we're approaching
Approaching?
something. John knows what. That was pretty fun, though. Let's do that again.
You did read it first, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Dude, I thought me and Lars messed up, but this is on another level.
Oh, wait a minute. That was an actual. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't read it. That was an.
Read
that was a
it
link.
first.
What the?
Don't read it out loud. Don't read it out loud.
You?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
I went a whole different direction where I went.
Exactly.
So,
We had a whole nother conversation.
let's see. We have to have the.
Did he win?
No.
Nobody won.
Kind of. I can't.
That took 5 minutes off the end of Jason's life.
Let's just
Jason,
say
let's
that
go.
someone was entering through the exit door. And there was a helicopter in the vicinity.
Involved.
And yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's it. I thought my other impression was really good, but never mind. How did you get that link to that?
Just I'm telling you.
All right.
Just, yeah.
That's
All right.
now we got to understand where
I'm scarred for life now after that.
Now we got figure out what channels John is actually watching.
I'm telling you, it's not.
I don't even want to know. No, that was hilarious. No, I just thought I was doing an impression of another YouTuber, but I guess when I click the link,
You got to be careful of them links.
Yeah.
yeah. Now that shit's on my phone, I'm probably gonna get fucking solicited for.
Okay. All right. We're gonna try it one more time.
BareRose said that's a burner phone.
Okay. Same thing. I'm gonna send this to Lars and JB.
All right.
Don't read it out loud. Do read it, but don't read it out loud. And you guys
send
just
the same thing you sent me.
yeah.
All right, let's go.
Did you send
All
me
right.
something?
Don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Here it comes.
We're playing a game.
I know.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Read it, but don't read it out loud.
Are we supposed to read it or reread it?
Travis,
Well-
are you sure you want me to send this to you?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, but wait. Okay.
Oh, I gotta see it, man. See, he's holding the camera.
He can't.
I mean, hold the phone.
What the fuck?
Okay. Game over. We tried.
Was that the same thing you sent? Did he send it the same thing? So
Yeah.
Travis is wanting me to send it to him now.
No, don't.
I'm like, I
thought John was a good Catholic boy.
Yeah.
But
Did
Lord,
you-
no.
Did you read it first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's the part. That's the part that's it.
Yeah. So I just read the blue letters, and that's when I did my impression on them, which I thought was pretty good.
No,
That makes even more sense.
exactly.
Yeah. So then I clicked the
No.
link, and I was like,
You
oh,
can't. No.
yeah, no.
No. So, boys and girls, make sure that you check your domains. They're very important. You make sure like, that's all I can say. It's really important.
I'm scarred.
It's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, Buck and BareRose are feeling this sigh of relief, saying, "Well, we're going to live longer. We're not."
Yeah. I don't have a lighter.
Yeah, I don't either.
Stop it.
Well, you need a gallon of bleach more than you need a lighter.
Yeah.
I need an exorcist. Psychiatrist.
Need a priest.
Yeah, exactly. We need some holy water.
I can tell you
Lots
the
of
story.
alcohol.
I can tell you the story of how that came about, but the problem is it would make it worse. The story's actually pretty good.
I got so many questions.
I know. Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
later.
we have lots of questions. We're
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm really concerned for your safety, John. Just letting you know.
No, I'll tell you later. It's pretty good.
Sorry about the F-bomb.
Hey, Wendy, what's up?
Squirrel.
Iris is going to be mad that he dunked out early. Yeah, we're playing freaking weirdo Pictionary right now.
Weird Al Pictionary.
I don't have any.
Hey,
to
poor
rebuttal
JB never
that,
got
so.
back to his motor mounts.
JB, what's going on with the daggone motor mounts?
He never got back to him. He got on alive and he never left.
Oh, he got pissed at him. No, he had to walk away before he blowed it up. That's right. We already had this discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've been there.
Excuse my French here, BareRose, but they're fucked. I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell's going on. But I'll get it figured out. If nothing else, I'll drill new holes. But
Hey,
it's,
JB, we got drill bits and we got damn blue wrenches. We can cut holes in it. We don't give
I just don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Just let me.
JB, you got a drill doctor to sharpen them bits you're going to use?
No.
No. I'll sharpen my hand before I put them
You
in
a
the
squirrel?
I still remember that one. My brother was like, "Yeah, I got this drill doctor thing. It's really fucking great." And he sticks a drill bit in there, and that sumbitch wouldn't cut through a fart. And I said, "Let me show you how to sharpen this drill bit." Yeah.
There you go.
And I didn't even have my glasses on. He was like, "How the hell did you do that?"
But
Well,
yeah,
his namesake, my grandfather, that's who taught me how to do it. So.
yeah, the engine mount situation, I still ain't got it figured out. I've messed
Travis is like, "John, please send me the meme."
I haven't messed with.
He's looking for
I sent him the Sykeston thing.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for.
Yeah,
That's what we had. Yeah,
he
Well,
can
it's all
survive
good.
that one.
that's what it was.
Yeah, that won't scar your brain.
No.
The story is good though. I'll call y'all later.
Yeah,
The story's
definitely is.
good.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll let us know about it. Yeah,
Oh, the story's great.
I can imagine.
Well, I just hope all y'all show up at no-show nationals.
The power of the Chevy composer. The no-show. Who the fuck called it no-show nationals?
I think that was Cabral or his troll farm called it that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
JB's poking fun.
See, we're catching up now.
yeah.
Did you see where Cabral got teeth? Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
He's got
I
these
did,
big fake John Force choppers now.
Yeah,
I
I came on Mr. Will's live a while back, and Dean Stevens was kind of giving me shit because I was on there. And I was like, I'm not here for Cabral, motherfucker. I'm here for Mr. Will. So
I'm done with. There's a few channels I'm done with.
there are a few, yes, and I have like Cabral's is one of them. Like I don't even go over there no more. I don't want it.
I've never been on.
Don't even go over
Over
there. Don't even go over there, Buck. It's
I watch
just-
them every week just to. Are you shitting me?
Well, the thing with it is I have to be God's honest truth. Like some of this stuff he says is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Like it is very funny, but then a lot of it pisses me off. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm not shitting you guys, and John can probably attest to this. I think it was my second video ever is me ripping his ass for being a jerk to certain people. And it was like probably that's what launched my YouTube. And he even called me out on it. Like, and we rebutted a few times, and I still get on there and like I mess with him sometimes, like, make comments like something about I said, "Oh, can I be one of your groupies or whatever?" And he's like, "Oh, you're probably one of those window lickers or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, I like booger flavored windows. I like licking them." He's like, "Okay, that's what I figured." And I just leave it at that. I don't carry it on real far, but
Dean Stevenson's been on his channel this last video, man, and he's
Dean. So he was on there and he called me out while I was on it. He was like something about his pecker smelled like pickle or something, and I'm like, okay, good for you, Dean. And I'm like, I mean, he comes on my lives and stuff, and then he's screwing around,
But Dean hung it in him, good and hard. He didn't have nothing to come back with.
Yeah.
Cement Surfer, they all have something in common. You'll notice several of these people, including Cabral, but several others, and that is they find out that they get more buzz and high fives and attention by trashing somebody than they do for ever trying to do anything good, and they get addicted to that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why Cabral is 61, 2 years old, and he trolls another 60-year-old guy on the internet whom he's never met and has made over 1,000 videos. What is that? Do you never do anything in your own life worth sharing? It's like this is the way that he does stuff for his groupies is by trashing a guy he's never met. It's like his gimmick now. And several of the other ones have done that too. That's where they get all their attention and praise is bashing on other people.
Wendy, he's blocked me. He's blocked John. Yeah,
he blocked me before I ever posted anything over there.
Yeah,
He just didn't
we've
want
tried
me
to mail shit to him. He won't take it. Me, John, Ken from Tall Garage. Like this guy is so fucking paranoid. It's insane.
And if you disagree with somebody, or if you don't agree with something that they showed you in the video, go out and make another video. Show them how to do it. Show them your way of doing it.
But
That's the way to do it.
But what's funny is when he's on Mr. Will's live, like he's like the lively guy. He's talking about car stuff and like a lot of it he actually knows. Like I always thought he was full of shit, but he actually knew a lot of the car stuff. So I'm like, bro, what?
Here's what gets me. We have hundreds of channels doing cool things to talk about, right? And no, I want to go tear up this channel for my amusement, for my own schadenfreude theater. I want to go tear apart Andy Wood, for example.
You are not going to tear apart Andy Wood. I'll kick you in the asshole.
One of the nicest people on earth, and he wants to do that. I'm like, we have hundreds of channels doing great things, but that's what he chooses to do so that he can get a little shock value applause from his, window licking, mouth breathing groupies. I'm like, why would you do that?
Did he really tear apart
Oh
Andy?
yeah, of course they like the dog on Andy and me and Tony and all the but that's just what. Here's the thing: if Tony had never expressed interest in No Name Nationals and he'd hated it from day one, they'd be fine with it.
Oh yeah.
But they
Yeah.
decided, well, we're going to decide. It's funny. It's like there's a bat signal of what they decide they're not going to like. And then they all just decide to hate it together as a fun, common reading experience or something. It's insane. It's like there's a committee that says, okay, we're going to decide that from this point forward, we all hate JB's little shop. We don't have any idea why. He's never done anything to us, but we're deciding that we're going to hate him. And so they all just do it. And that's the thing. They all hate together for amusement. I've never seen anything like it.
Andy Wood is probably the only person besides my best friend. When I went to No Names, he was driving up from a turn lane. He was making a time run. And I said, hey, Andy. He stopped the car to get out and say hello to me and say, hey, man, I love your stuff.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's the kind of person Andy is.
He is fucking, he's like my best friend that I haven't seen in 40 years. And we talked the whole time we were there about everything.
Yep. He's that way on YouTube and off. And they decided they don't like him.
And to be able to sit in the bleachers with him and talk about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that knows absolutely everything that I want to know, and we're talking about the weather. It sounds weird, but that was one of the coolest things. And Ed's machine was sitting right next to me, and we're all talking about the weather.
Ari, I agree. Don't talk shit on Tony. Don't talk you know what?
On anybody.
Talk shit on anybody. I know there are people that get a fucking million views on talking shit, but you know what? I don't watch them. I don't care about them. Strike those people from your life. Like, just be done with it.
I don't
hundreds of channels doing good stuff.
I don't talk crap about nobody. If I ain't got no use for you, you will not see me acknowledge you in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Exactly, JB. I'm just going to cut you off. Like, you are not even going to know who I was.
Done.
But the thing
is,
I think, what's the reason for it? I mean, you got all these channels doing all these great things. It's almost like you're cheating somebody that you could say, man, look at this cool story over here.
Hold on. BNR. Andy and Tony are going to race that race, just so you know.
Yeah.
That is happening. When
it's still locked in.
Yeah. Let's not get off context here. That race is happening, and that is for charity.
Mm-hmm.
Period. It's going to happen.
For charity?
It's the money's going to. Isn't it going to? No,
not that I heard.
I don't.
I'm not on that one.
No.
I don't know what's going on with that, but the race is going to happen, and that's a race that has been trying to happen for a very long time. I mean, John Wilburn was with Andy the first time
it's going to happen.
Drive up there and race them. You know, this is more than just the No Name Nationals kind of thing. This goes way back, and it's going to be a good race.
All right, here's what's going to happen.
Whatever happens.
They are going to race. They're going to do it. But Tony is strictly, I'm going to make money if I win. And I'm not doing anything with it. But if Tony wins, he's going to give it to charity.
That's it, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know the particulars about it, but the race is really going to happen.
I would bet you if Andy wins, that money's going to go to the charity that Bizarre does.
Now we got it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
You're good. You're good.
We need to clear that crap up real quick. If Tony wins, he's going to stick it in his pocket. If Andy wins, it's going somewhere.
And that's between them two, too.
I don't know. I don't keep
along for the ride.
I just wanted to get over with quickly so we can start getting on to things like No Name Nationals call-outs with Casper.
Balouche, yes. Man, he took that thing for a rip the other day on a video, and I was like, woo-wee, she's spicy.
I'm ready to call out quite a few people. I know me and
But not Andy, right?
I know me and Buff's Garage gonna race.
Yeah.
And then Hunter Lamont's boy with that little Fiero. I'd like to race that one.
JB, why don't me and you race? Little red S10
Whoa.
on red S10.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you got a freaking V8, man.
Listen.
Yeah, but it's just an LS.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll pull one plug wire off. I just want to race the JB.
I think you need to do at least 2 plug wires.
All right, I'll do it. You know what? I'll pull 4 of them off. I just want to run you down the track. That's all I got to care. Me and JB, red S10 on red S10. Hell yeah.
Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
There you go.
Hey, I'm serious. I just love this stuff.
I know. Like I said, I don't care. We could push them down the track. I could give a shit. As long as Lars pushes mine.
Isn't that cool?
Hey, man.
No, really. I do, like I said, I've never actually ever called anybody out. And like I said, I'm not picking on you. I'll pull 2 plug wires off. I don't give a shit. Yeah,
all right,
I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Hey, JB, you get to pick the 2 plug wires.
Oh,
You do? Yep.
Yeah, really.
You can pull them off and put them in your pocket. I don't.
Yeah,
care.
because
Yep.
you think about it. Think about the firing order. Which 2 you pull?
I'll give you the firing order. I'll tell you the best ones and the worst ones to pull off.
He's got an LS, so 1 and 6 be perfect. And then, hey, dude.
Oh, I know you got some shit coming. I'm not playing. Like I said,
we'll go play.
Ari, you're not.
I think it'd be great to see. I see the 2 old red S10s going down the track. That's all I'm going
Heck yeah.
Ari, you have
and
no
you can
idea
pull
what the
when
underside
we're in
of
the
bus
stage
looks
lanes.
like.
I'll pop the hood. You pull 2 plug wires off you want, and we'll go with it. And I don't even care. It's going to be awesome.
Leave all of them on there. We'll see what happens.
All right. I'll probably break something any fucking way.
Exactly.
That's what when I told my dad
I just
about
love to
the
be there
no-name
racing. That's all I
national.
got to tell you guys. It's going to be a freaking blast like it was last year.
Yeah.
Have fun.
When I told my dad about the no-name nationals, I was going to drive clear out to Missouri to run that, well, at the end, that Mercury down the track. He said, why? You're going to take all of those miles to get put right on the trailer. I said, Dad, you're missing it.
Yeah, you're missing the point.
It's not that kind of event.
Yeah, you're missing the whole.
Well, we like Buff drug his car all the way there. Wasn't even done. They drug it up the track to take the picture behind what you call it's S10. And then when I got there, he was working on it, and then he was like, well, a lot of the times, you see my bad days, and I was like, yeah, so I saw a bad day, and then as I'm walking away, he runs up and he grabs me by the shoulder, and I'm a little bit taller than he is. And he's like, guess what? What? He says, I found all my fuel fillings. I was like, so I get to see Buff in a good day? He's like, yes. And then, that's when they got it wired up and they got it fired up. And I'm like, hell yeah. This is what it's about,
But what do you think about Cement Serpent? Drunk at Barracuda all the way up.
All the way.
Yeah.
Nationals and hit everybody. I was working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I touched it.
And who else was working on it? I can't remember.
BareRose,
BareRose was there.
Oh, everybody's working on it. Yeah, you guys were out there putting it. Yeah.
That bites.
I saw it.
Yeah, it zapped you. Yeah.
He got bit by a barracuda.
Yeah, he did get bit by a barracuda. Yeah. Yeah, push race missed that.
Yeah, Pete, if you ever get a chance to meet that guy, boy, neat guy. Very neat guy.
Yeah, he likes coffee too.
Oh, yeah.
We got all the neat people coming to Sykeston.
Everybody I ran into was neat.
Yeah.
And he almost came to the no-name
What was
with
crazy
me.
was the Brewers. The Brewers were from my hometown. They're from Dayton. I didn't even know. I'm walking through the pits, and I was racing with them 20 years ago, and they went on a hiatus like I did. And I was like, okay, I know both these cars. I was telling my brother that. I'm like, I know both those cars. And everybody I used to drive everybody crazy because I didn't know nobody's name except for when I walked up to their car. I knew their car. I knew their name. I knew like what their point standing was in the division. I used to drive them all crazy. I can't do that anymore. I'm old. But I was like, I know those two cars. And Rob's like, oh, whatever. But and then I saw something, one of the garages here in little town called Kettering, Ohio. And I was like, yeah, it's T&D. I was like, it's Kettering, Ohio. I was like, these guys are from where we're at, like 5 miles from us, And yeah, ended up, yeah, they were from our same hometown. I'm like, holy crap, that's crazy. And then Austin from Lucor in Columbus. So yeah, but yeah, everybody I ran into was great.
Well, we're going to run into a lot of great people and a few people who aren't great at all. It's going to happen. 257 days to go.
Yeah, and the bigger it gets, the more the mix is going to be, but we'll be able to take care of it.
Well, that's the thing we're trying to do is we're trying to keep it high quality like we had last year. That's the idea. We're trying.
You know what, BNR, you're right. The days of street racing and YouTube goofing off are over because of this,
I see that one guy got raided for his YouTube channel for filming
out in
street
California
racing stuff.
Yeah.
Or Texas,
Terrence
I think
Boyers
it was.
in Kettering. Terry Boyer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Riverside, Ohio, Terrence. One of my hometown guys right here, boys.
Well, gentlemen, it's been fun, but I better bolt before I need bail money. We've had more fun than we should be allowed to have.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time, isn't it?
Yeah. We had so much fun, it should be illegal.
It was great having you.
It might be in some states. You never know. It probably is in Illinois and California.
It was good seeing you, John. Have a good
evening. Real quick for John gets up here.
Yep.
Have y'all seen the video of this guy? I might share it. I don't know. Laura says I shouldn't, but he done some. I'm going, John. I'm going.
He's like, no, I mean not that many.
Yeah. Oh, you
Jason
about
gets
it? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You're right.
He had some old videos up right on YouTube, and he said, "I'm taking my employees on the road race," and dude, 3 to 5 years later, dude, the SWAT team hits his house.
Yeah.
All this kind of crap. And arrested his ass. I mean, I was like, how in the world could they figure this? Why? Right? Because he wasn't doing no road racing. He was just taking him to a road race. Dude, I think I need to put that one up and let y'all see, man. You got to watch out for this YouTube stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Your local district attorneys and stuff will come at you if you're at road racing.
This is the problem. Like this thing.
The diesel guys.
Exactly where you were at. At the time, it stamps it all the time. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Especially if you're recording with it, which
this was like
a lot of us do.
This was like 4 or 5 years ago, and they just showed a whole SWAT team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, there you go,
the Diesel Brothers guys, those big time guys, they got busted for emissions.
They should have got busted.
Yeah,
PA got them, didn't they?
Yeah, that was over not the RPM Act, but the Clean Air Act.
Clean Air Act,
yeah. The RPM Act is trying to repeal that.
Yeah, I hope it goes. Yeah, you guys really need to go and check that out.
So the deal here is, man, watch out what you put on YouTube.
Yeah, Terry, Woodman Street Racing was in the 80s yet.
You know what gets me about that, though? You got these people these criminals, violent criminals, they'll get arrested and turned right back out, get arrested, put right back out, get arrested,
Mhm.
never spend a day in jail. Then you got people like Diesel Brothers, they just want to make an example of. Like, can't you make an example out of these violent criminals you arrest and do nothing to?
No, because the Diesel brothers have money, so they can take their fucking money.
And the
That's what
Diesel
problem
Brothers
is.
probably don't vote like those other people. And this
Right.
has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, yeah, just yeah.
I mean, you think about it. Those 5 rapists that they put out on bail, they're going to vote correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the idea is there. It's just not. It's not right. It's not right
Yeah,
to make
recidivism.
examples out of YouTubers.
Exactly, Ari. Yep.
But just thought I'd throw that and out there. And I'm going to try to share it because to me, it was disturbing. When you have a SWAT team show up at your house for a YouTube video, do y'all not have nothing else to do?
You know,
Yeah,
I've wondered about some of this
right?
stuff, you know, when you're filming what you're doing. And if somebody else repeats something like that, are you responsible for that? I've seen a lot of guys put the thing up, you know, it says, I'm an idiot, don't repeat what I do, don't do this, you know.
Yeah, but the big thing
I've often wondered about that.
They're putting up video of themselves breaking the law, and eventually some Karen is going to push the issue until they get prosecuted for it.
It'll catch up with you.
Oh, Jason disappeared.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to scare you.
I got a bolt anyway. We'll see you guys. Y'all take care. Thanks
Great
for having
seeing
me,
you, John.
John.
Thanks.
See you, JB. Y'all be good.
Bye.
But that is something that has kind of made me think a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I get, getting that done, burning out, stuff like that. But this guy he wasn't doing nothing. He was doing a cruise. And then, dang, dude, had the SWAT team coming to your house?
Yeah.
I mean, they had sledgehammers, everything to break the door.
Yeah, they were going to do the old fence post driver through the doorknob.
Yeah, we're going. That was freaking ridiculous. For a YouTube video? Come on, man.
That was old. It was an old video, too.
Yeah. It was like 4 or 5 years old. He could have they could have just, hey, hit him with a subpoena.
I mean, I'm sure he'll win it in court and all of that. He'll have his day in court, but still, you got to take off for the court. You got the, what are your neighbors going to think after that?
He's going to be $10,000, $20,000 into this to get out of it. Well, we can't.
Well, it's like when cousin Mike picked up that slant 6 and threw it in the back of his truck. And he said, man, you should have got video of that. And I said, I didn't want to video something that,
Yeah, something crazy happened.
I mean, you blow a kidney on that,
Yeah.
Right.
Or to have somebody else go out and say, I can do that.
Right.
And then, come after me for that.
Exactly.
That's the same thing when I sold Lawrence my 30-30. The next day I took that video down. I didn't want to deal with that because I guarantee you something would have happened.
Yeah, when it comes to firearms, YouTube's kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even like the word.
No.
But yeah, it's still fun. Heck with it.
Have fun with it. Just be careful what you put out there. Don't put out street racing video. Don't burning out video. Dr. Art, he's lucky. At some point, they'll burn it out in front of his house. That's going to come up to play. I mean, they went so
I hope they don't push it.
They went so far as put up the speedometer stuff right in front of his house, right? Dude.
Hey, Buck, we're going to need some body work done here. You mind coming down and doing it for us, man? You're the guy.
Ooh, body work. Ugh.
That's his favorite.
It costs a lot for me to do that because I don't like doing it.
Hey, I got the welder
I'm no good at it.
I got the welder and the wire. I just need you to weld it in.
Yeah. I'm not a welder, I'm a grinder.
That's
Yeah,
why I like these 50s cars. 50s on down. Man, the sheet metal's like that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lay a bead in them things. When you hear
'cause
the
I
old
got a whole lot
timers
of work
talk
that's going
about,
on.
you know, acetylene solder welding them in, yeah, you could on those.
Yeah.
This new stuff, I mean, you breathe on it too hard and get it too warm, and whoop, it warps all over the place.
Oh, that one panel warped with the freaking grinder.
Yeah. I was doing a 77 Cadillac Eldorado, just stripping the paint off with the sander, and it would get the metal hot enough that you could see the panel go whoa, all the way down.
Yeah.
Just sanding.
I like doing body work like you did, Buck, there on that door. Just get another one.
Yeah, get another one. Yeah.
I got the fix. There you go.
Yeah. That was that all came with the car. I still have another door for the other side, and then when I put it in, those hinges are welded. They're welded on the door and welded on the car, so it didn't fit right. I had to bend and twist and all kinds of shit to get it to work. Station's back.
You hit the jackpot though, because that thing came with a bunch of parts, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Just cool stuff.
Yeah, and them doors are nice too. Oh my god.
Oh man, lead. Oh.
Lead.
Have you ever had to dig old lead out? Oh my god. Eesh.
Who brought up
So
lead?
stay tuned because my
Lead
daddy
work? Lead
knows how to
work.
do lead work,
Hey,
and we're gonna do some lead work because I want him to teach me how to do it before he passes away. Just so you guys know.
Now, new lead is completely different. The
Yes.
old lead that they
yeah,
used
then
to
the old
use
lead. 'Cause
was
the
so
old lead has
contaminated. Oh, it was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
the old lead has a lot more tin in it,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
and that's hard to work with.
Yeah, I freaking lost everything. Like, I know you can't
And
see
lacquer
shit,
was about the only thing that would stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love lacquer paint. Y'all
Yeah.
can
I don't.
do
Oh.
whatever you want.
Where's that block button?
Lacquer is durable. Like lacquer lasts forever.
I know,
Yeah,
but try
but-
sanding it back off.
But
Yeah,
if I
exactly.
remember, yeah,
Oh.
but if I remember, like if you did a black lacquer paint job and you didn't do it right, it would turn white. Am I correct? I mean, like I remember my dad like being
It would
pissed.
talk, yeah.
It would phosphate.
Mhm.
Is that what it did?
Lacquer paint, man, you can't beat it.
It's hard as a rock.
It will last forever. And all you gotta do is sand it, polish, sand it, polish, sand and polish. And it's there forever.
That stuff turns into silly putty as you're trying to get it back off, though.
But I told Dad, I said, I said we're gonna patch those
I can show
quarter
you.
panels up in the truck. I'm like, let's put some lead in it and put some weight on the ass into this thing. He's like, okay. It's
I
cool.
did
Like he
learn
has
how
all
to
these old.
sandblast, though, because of lacquer.
Yeah.
I might be giving away too much of how old I am, but yeah, I love lacquer paint. Lacquer paint, man, I can lay that stuff down on anything, and trust me.
I
Or
think.
another one to get into is tip and rolling.
Mhm.
That goes way back before they had spray. Yeah, so when you roll it on or brush it on, then you use the very tips of the brush and you just fan across it.
Yep.
And then the paint lays right out and you don't see any brush strokes.
But I think an old black lacquer paint job is like the best black paint job ever. Period.
You understand how long it's been since I heard that terminology?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Since we were young.
Probably like 67 years.
It's funny if you find an old like Model T and it's got brush strokes in it, you'll think that it was, hand painted. Somebody just brushed it on, painted it. No, that's how they painted them back then. That's original paint.
And from the factory at Ford?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Because it was before they had spray.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going way back.
Way back, yeah. Back in the teens and 20s, yeah. 100 years ago.
Again,
that's cool, though.
Again, I'm a dumbass. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but hey, we'll continue on the conversation.
Hey, JB, we're all dumbasses, so we all have the same certificate. We're good.
I'm bona fide.
Yeah, my
Mama
certificate's
says
right
he's
here.
bona fide.
Yeah, when I worked at the truck plant, it was like if you pissed somebody off or whatever, it was like on the truck, it came down, it was like a certificate with your face on it, like, you are a certified asshole. Like, okay, cool. I got it right here in my book.
Another thing, too, if you're into custom graphics, don't be afraid of using a brush. People like to see the brush strokes. It shows that it's hand done.
Yeah. Yes.
I want somebody to hand brush, Jason's garage on the side of my truck, like an old work truck. That's what I want him to do. And I want it to be, faded and patinaed and all that good stuff. So
I had an old 70 Torino, and somebody had hand laid. I mean,
who is here?
We're not going to talk about what I think about it, but it was hand laid. Crap tons of paintbrush work on that thing, and somebody spent some time on it, but not me. But that thing was awful.
Lars pointed at JB. Hey, Bubba.
He said, I got to get rid of this paint somehow.
Come here. Oh, their mother pup.
Uh-oh.
But I laugh at a bunch of these guys, man. They just
say hi.
They don't know. They don't know.
What's going on?
Jason's got his buddy.
Yeah, this is Lila.
Yeah.
How many you got? One or two?
I got 3.
Oh crap! I got 4.
Yeah, she's this one's Beagle and Dachshund and Australian Shepherd. She got one half blue eye. You probably can't see it right now.
Yeah, I got one I ain't sure about, man. It's big. I think Corky and whoever else got with her for him.
Yeah. So I got the Beagle. He's actually Beagle and oh shit, what is he? Cindy, what's Leo? He's Beagle and King Charles. Yeah, he's King Charles. And then I got a long-haired miniature dachshund, which she's a pain in the ass and she's old.
Oh yeah.
And then I got the Australian Shepherd. And then her mom was Beagle and Dachshund. So yeah, I'm nuts. I have 3 dogs. Dachshunds are stubborn as shit.
No. Yeah.
Took us 2 years to potty train them. Well, my wife yesterday, our daughter sent us this thing like, "Oh, there's this dachshund needs adopted," blah blah blah. And we're like, "Oh hell no, we ain't getting no more dachshunds."
We ain't playing with that.
No.
Getting pissed in the floor.
Oh yeah, they're stubborn. Oh Lord, and everybody I've ever met, how long did it take you to potty train them? 2 years. If you're lucky, and she'll still shit in the house. Like if you don't get her out in time, she's letting her go.
Now we know who you're blaming it on, Jason.
What was it? It's nasty outside. Yeah. Like Cindy said, if it's nasty outside and snowing, no, she ain't having it. She don't care.
That's the same as my bagels. No, we're just going to the floor.
Yeah. She when she was a pup, she was a little tiny. She backed up in my boot and shit in my boot. So bad.
That was not cool, man.
No, it wasn't. But she was so damn cute, you know.
I swear it was the dogs.
Yeah,
That-
yeah. Yeah, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't.
There's a sign for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, unfortunately, right after I got home from the No Name Nationals, my dog passed away.
oh man,
sorry.
I'm
Maggie.
sorry, BareRose.
Oh, that's never a cool thing.
No, I hate that, man.
That's like losing a family member.
It is. It is very much. Yep.
She
I
had
hate
something
that.
wrong with her for a while though, so it was coming. We knew it was, but yeah.
Yeah, we got a little Yorkie sitting right here, blind in both eyes.
That's how that Doxy is. She's blind and deaf, and Lord have mercy.
And we're just, I'll figure 6 more months. But hey, it'll be a sad day.
Yeah, it will be a sad day for sure. Like I said, you get attached to them, and it sucks. It's like
No,
they're your
see,
guard animals, you know.
that's where you messed up. I ain't attached to this dog. That
Oh,
dog,
okay.
asshole.
You still love that dog, JB. Don't give me that. You love all assholes. Look at all of us.
I'm here.
Yeah, this is AA, Assholes Anonymous.
That dog fucking used to try to eat my shoes up. Even, dude, no.
I know. You know, it's funny how much shit you put up from them dogs, but you still love them, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You still got to deal with them.
Yeah. I think the best one I ever had was we had a German Shepherd, and he was, well, when I was a kid, I had a German Shepherd, and he lived forever. But then our first dog we had here with the kids, once the kids got a little bit bigger, and I have 4 kids too. So, I mean, I had a whole house full, you know, was this German Shepherd. He was great. I went to the pound and got him. Smart as a whip. That dog never had an accident in the house. I could walk him without a chain. I mean, and he got sick. He got cancer. And I hated to have to put him down, but, you know, it sucked, like I said.
I'm just fucking with you, honey. But I tell you what, the best dog I ever had was a golden lab.
My daughter raises those for companion dogs, like Caesar dogs, and you know what I mean, they're great. They're great freaking dogs.
That dog was the prettiest ever come up again. It was great, but if somebody, got in the backyard or whatever,
be on it. Yep.
Yeah, it's on. But that dog passed away, I think, 8 years ago. And that was a heart-wrenching thing. I had that thing for like 15 years.
Oh yeah, that dachshund I got, I could probably bring her down here. She'll be 14 in March. And that's why I was talking to Hannah the other night about, because she raises those 4-paws dogs. I'm like, she was like, Dad, get on the flunky list. They're already trained. They're already, and they're super good dogs. They're all labs or the doodles, the full size poodles and the Labradors. She has one. She's a great dog, and she was a flunky.
The only thing the wife had a problem with was every time she walked in the backyard, the dog would attack her.
Oh yeah, she didn't like it, huh?
Yeah, it was like, I'm gonna hump you to death, honey.
Let me go grab my dachshund real quick. I'll show you to her. She tore up.
What are you doing, bud?
I have all the lists from last year's No Name Nationals 22, all the channels that were under 500.
Heck yeah.
I just can't believe there's that many weeks that I did it.
Oh, dude.
It flies by, dude.
And that ain't all of them.
Yeah. I mean, you see John's little notebook, man. That thing was
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
But it's a no show nationals. Nobody show up there.
Nobody show up except us,
Yeah. Us, deplorables.
the deplorables. Yes.
Yeah.
We come in a caravan. Uh-oh.
There's
that
my
little
mean
guy.
dog.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, she's old. Look how gray she is. She can't damn see. Can't damn hear.
Yeah.
Huh, baby.
You got a Yorkie the same way, man. It can't see nothing.
Mm.
You got to lead it to the food.
Yeah, that's how she's getting. She gets real paranoid too. Like right now, she don't even want to. Now she'll lay down next to me and she'll be fine. But yeah, she don't like me holding her. She don't know where the hell she's at. You know.
Exactly.
I feel
What you doing, girl?
Yeah, Lars don't know where he's at like 90% of the time.
Hell, I don't either. Dad probably dropped some damn crumbs down here, didn't he? Problem is, she'll go over there in the cat box and eat the, you know what, out of it.
Kitty cookies.
Mm-hmm. Chloe, over here. She all knows her damn way one way. Hold on a second.
It's too late. Put her back in the house. Sorry, guys. We're having
Where's everybody?
dog
There we go.
difficulties.
Danny Boyd is a deplorable.
All right. Her sister Cam got her. Well, shit. What are we talking about now?
We was talking about
What did we cover? Huh?
squirrel.
I can't hear.
What happened?
See,
Yeah,
if we all get real quiet as soon as he
Yeah, I
puts his
couldn't hear
headphones
there for
on,
a second. I'm like, what the f?
we'll freak him out.
Yeah. You did. You messed me up. All right. Who's deplorable? Oh, Danny Boy is deplorable. Yeah, we know that, Danny.
Uh-oh.
Hey, there's the cat man.
Don, what's up, brother man?
The Dawn is in the house.
It went south real quick.
The dawn.
The Dawn.
The
How's
Don.
the old fight barrel coming along?
Settle down, Lars. You're having too much fun. No.
Look.
No,
No.
I was wondering how the hair looks on camera. It's too long. It's got to go. Wife was going to cut it earlier tonight. She's like, tomorrow. It's like, okay, tomorrow.
I got you, Don.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
That's a hell of a
Double
way to do
pain.
a haircut.
I'll be looking for that. Let me see that handle again, Lars.
You're not getting that one, man. You got to get the old claw hammer, fiberglass.
I don't care as long as it's got a long handle.
As long as I can see you coming.
Wow, it's I gotta bring it back. So
I have my great grandpa's old ball peen hammer, and I want to make a shifter handle out of it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be real cool.
I
have my great grandfather's adjustable wrench, and like parts are missing out of it. I want to
Yeah.
make a shifter handle out of that. Yeah.
Was that the one that you fixed on that video?
Yes, and
Yeah,
it
that
fell
was a
apart
cool
again.
video. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I want to make a shifter handle out of it.
no Levi tonight.
Levi, you know what? We haven't seen Levi tonight. He must be out.
I haven't seen
doing
Levi
what?
in a little while.
Yeah, he was on my live Tuesday.
Danny Boyd's here that long, he almost ran out of beer.
Well, Danny, you got to get your ass on down the road and get some beer, brother.
Wow, it's somebody screwed up on the logistics then.
Yeah, that's all in the planning.
It wasn't JB.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta
What?
talk to Abe.
Hey, a minute, man. No,
JB
Look
has-
at look at
It's the other way. That way.
Watch this. I'll poke him right in the eye.
Boink. Boink.
I'll poke him in the eye.
I'm tickling Don.
Yeah.
How you
Some
doing,
of us
Don?
are
How's the
getting
head
good at
porting
that.
job going? Shit, I'm still going the wrong
What?
way. Yeah.
Or Jonah. Here's a story.
Oh, you speak of sign language? Oh,
Hey, Jason.
yes.
Jason, you know what this is, don't you?
It's 4 of these.
There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a
That's
whole
what
pocket
that
full of
is,
them. Look.
bro. This,
There's one. Oh, wait. Let me check this. Oh, there's one.
This right here is the
Hey.
whole thing.
Brian,
What the fuck?
hold
I
on,
lost my
let's get you
sock.
up there. Brian wants to know who he's pointing to. My brother's
Brian?
down.
Oh, your brother Brian.
Pointing at Lars.
Brian, duck in here. What's up, brother man? He's
Oh,
the demolition derby guy, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's in
What's
from
up,
Buffalo. We've been hunting the last couple days. He's got to go home tomorrow.
Nice. Did you guys get anything?
No, we've seen 5 though. Missed one.
Yeah, 70-yard shot. Them fuckers are a long way away.
Yeah,
Damn, 70 yards. Yeah. I
Yeah,
bet.
he threw out a Hail Mary that would have never made it, but we found the bolt. We know it was a clean miss. So.
He tried her though. He shot her.
Wow.
Gotta try, man.
Well,
Gotta try.
Yeah.
He was in a tree stand. I look back towards it. It's like, what the hell did you see? It's like I see tree.
I saw Elvis, motherfucker.
You got it.
Had to try, man.
Y'all
No,
gotta
it's
try.
good. We're
Shoot a python at 70 yards away. It's fun.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell
Good
yeah.
luck.
That's not with me, man. Cheers to you, man.
Cheers, you, JB.
I'm dropping. Did you see that short I just dropped there a day or 2 ago, 3 ago?
Shooting a bunny rabbit with the beer can,
Or the beer can.
or
sitting
the
on
beer
one
can with
rabbit.
the. No animals were harmed during the filming
Yeah.
of this video.
The rabbit didn't die.
The rabbit didn't die. What's that mean?
That
Oh,
means she's
she's
not
not.
pregnant.
She's not knocked up.
That means she's not pregnant. Yeah,
That's right.
That if that's
Can't
that's
catch me
telling
because
you-
the rabbit didn't
Then
die.
died.
That's right. Hoorah!
and I got a long version coming out tomorrow.
Oh Lord, excuse me. Do you?
I got the right
Cool.
key, baby, but the wrong key hole. Yo.
Oh, yeah. Yo. Yeah.
Little did BareRose know. He lost control of his whole damn channel.
Oh yeah, we done messed it up. He ain't making no money tonight. We're going, like I said, we're going to everybody. We're going to send him a check for like $12 or something.
Hey! Now we don't need to double my yearly salary.
Right?
Yeah, you don't want to be greedy.
It's like everybody's like, "Oh, I got monetized. I'm gonna make all this money." I'm like, "Yeah, good luck with that. Just letting you know."
Here,
Aerosmith. Yep.
put it all up.
I lost
we
my
did
left nipple to Aerosmith, and that's another story.
Yeah.
I tried to get a grip.
Wouldn't let it rip.
Lost the nip.
What was you gripping on?
Something
nip.
got it through.
A permanent vacation.
Man, that's BareRose.
And Mama Ken tried to pump.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Squirrel. I didn't see nobody look for the squirrel. It's standing
I seen it. I seen it this time.
It's standing on the left-hand corner.
He's after my rusty nuts, that little son of a gun.
Rusty frozen nuts.
Actually, it
All right,
hasn't
Jim.
been too bad the last couple days.
Yeah, not too bad.
Winter's turned mellow for the right now.
Well, Don, how far are we along on your engine?
I got the second head off of it. It's upstairs. I just got another
Oh shit!
bit.
You just
Well, you
wrecked
lost the
himself.
part right there.
Got another bird to work on those heads, but the shaft's a little short. I ain't going to be able to get in there. So
Oh wow!
here's the old one that gives it that much more,
Yeah.
which is a lot when you're reaching down in there.
Oh,
That's
heck
what
yeah.
she
Get
said.
longer ones.
But like, $10 up here at Surplus City. I found some on Marketplace, and the wife's like, I don't think they say used. It's like they still got the wax on them.
$10.
You know how on good bits they dip them in the plastic to protect
Yeah.
the cutting edge. That they still got the plastic on them. It's like I
When
don't
they're
care if
coming
those
over
laying
from
on
a
the
slow
shelf.
boat from China.
But $10 for a bit, man,
That's cheap,
that's cheap.
I know.
especially those.
Well, that happened because that video I put out. With that,
JB's like, that's fucking cheap.
Yeah,
I know they
So am I.
they can cost
$20 is $20.
40, $50, man, for a good one.
yeah.
There's a lot of beer cans to turn in.
I think that
Right.
one that we just
Hey,
bought
Nick,
was like
location
60
of the
bucks
Whole hell of a lot of beer
for
cans.
one bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand it was, but yeah, it
That
was like
shit.
60 bucks.
Gentlemen's, I'm going
Yeah,
to step
50
out of here.
bucks, man. That's what a good one costs.
JB.
Oh, I know. My brother-in-law gave me this one, and it was working great until it took off on me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw where it fucked up the seat. Yeah, but
No,
Done.
it didn't really.
You did 7.
I played that for the short.
all right. Well, I'm out of here.
All right,
Don,
Jason.
Buck,
Nice
LP,
See you later, Jason.
JB,
Take good
BareRose,
care.
as always.
seeing
Love you
Great
guys.
seeing you, man.
We out. Everybody in the chat, have
See
a
you,
good
Jason.
night. Happy New Year. We're out.
He's out of here.
Now it's down to the
Great seeing you tonight too, Ari.
Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, it's down to the
Thanks for the modding. I don't know what you had to do tonight. I was losing track of the chat there, but hope it was easy on you.
Yeah, it's one of my problems. I forget about the chat over here, and I ignore everybody without even.
Just drink more beer.
Man, I try not to.
I just got a habit of watching it.
Yeah,
Aerosmith, that's my favorite band, and it's the worst concert I ever went to.
Why you can't remember?
I'll bet you if you go back to the Delta Center, you can still hear Walk This Way still being played there. It was so bad.
If you go back there, you still hear BareRose going, oh, hell, let me get out of here.
earplugs.
Earplugs.
Everything sounds better with earplugs.
Whew. Of all the concerts I ever been to, though, when it comes to that kind of stuff, holy cow, Toby Keith. I walked in there and whoo, I don't smoke, but good Lord, ooh, I got lightheaded before the first song was over. Wow.
Wow.
It was easier to stay sober at a Willie Nelson concert.
Okay.
Oh,
I figured maybe it was a Willie Nelson concert. Well, they hung out together there. For a while.
That was at Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip. Oh, man.
I want to talk about me. I want to talk about that.
I know most of them. Oh, Red Solo Cup is a big here. We get it. It's on the playlist. By the end of that video, Toby's all fucked up.
I won't smoke with Willie Nelson.
Well, if you ever notice in that video, early on where it shows them at the bar and they're doing like that telegraph with the rope across the room, the dude's pissing in a solo cup and he hands it to his buddy. And then a couple seconds later you see him fighting in the background. If you never picked up on that, the dude pisses in the cup and hands it off. If you don't know a warm solo cup, then you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
I don't know. But well, anyway.
Well, anyway,
Squirrel.
move on to something else.
Next topic.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I seen a squirrel hunting today.
Yeah.
And a turkey.
And a turkey.
Turkey squirrel.
I love this bar. What's that other one? I'm not as good as I once was.
Yeah.
But
I'm as ever good.
Yeah.
You're good, but I'm better.
There you go,
Rub
Buck.
it in, Buck.
There
Rub
you
it
go,
in.
Buck.
Have you ever seen the video to that
I got
one?
the sign.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Little foreshadowing
We'll see.
there.
He'll crack me up. Jason, yeah.
What Jason said. Okay.
We're just a bunch of dipshits doing our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided I think this year for No Name, I'm just going to bring the 5-barrel the way it runs. That way if I fuck that motor up, now I want to see how this 5-barrel runs down the strip.
Interesting. A 5-barrel.
I'll put another. Well, I've been driving it for 8 years. You know, it was on the road ever since I bought it. I didn't want to do nothing to it because once it's off the road, it can take forever. And once
Wasn't you saying that was something your dad was trying or something?
What?
The 5-barrel combination?
That was my uncle.
Uncle, that's right.
My uncle had it 15 years. He had a 383 in it. He put a 440 in it. It's got
these two
coronet rear end in it. I'm not sure what rear end is in it.
JB's a dope pusher. Hey JB, you a dope pusher?
No.
No, yeah, I am. What?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh. Handle. Copyright.
Watch out on the music stuff, man.
No problem, hubbies. They seem to be the best ones. Although I am going to try Staples this time, just so I can have it in my hand.
I use Vistaprint.
Man, Vistaprint has let me down so many damn times.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem.
I tried to make stickers. I tried to make T-shirts on Vistaprint. Man, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, I got stickers, I got T-shirts, and my girlfriend got business cards. I got my business cards there, and she got business cards, and she got a banner. And
it was No Name.
Right.
Buck's tired. Yeah, I am tired.
Me too.
See that unfinished project? He knows everything.
Wow, he's smart.
Yeah.
On what day? It might be smart today, but tomorrow it might not be so smart, right?
That's true.
Just picking at you unfinished.
He knows. He's a player.
I'll play you.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the player.
We're just hanging in, man. Playing around.
So
Just kind of dragging our feet until Dust Devil goes on, and then we'll all transfer over there.
Oh, is he going on yet tonight?
Yeah, I said he's running a little late though. They're driving.
Wow. Oh, that's what's. Oh, Brian's looking at me like, "What? You going someplace else?" It's like we're bar hop. It's like we're
Right,
bar
Doug.
hopping tonight.
I think.
Hey, it's the safest way to do it now. It just it all happens.
I think
Well,
we.
see, what sucks is you're a couple hours ahead of us, so it's only what 9 o'clock for you.
I think we all need to go to Brian Cabral's live.
I have room on there for Buck. Yeah, Doug. I'll put it on my card. Buck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer, yeah. Beer.
Every
The
day.
only guy
ends in
that
a Y.
gives a buck.
Yeah.
I don't
Stop
give a
bucking
buck.
around.
Still bucking around.
You got any more fingers than that?
No, that's I'm a 10-pointer.
Well, we'll take a 10. Just make it wide.
Hey, Don, don't shoot.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to say.
Oh, crap. I don't know.
Nah, I'll take a big doe. I'm not greedy.
Wow, Crocus? Now that's a band I haven't heard of in a
Yeah.
long time.
Crocus?
Who said that?
REO Speedwagon. That was my first concert. And
Who's
Cheap
that?
Trick opened for them.
He said Crocus. Damn.
Yeah, he said Sammy Hagar in there. I saw him at the
Yeah, it's bucked up.
Rock this past year.
But yes,
Red
Danny
Rocker.
Boyd, I thought about flat black aluminum trim to replace the rub strips. I never thought about putting those back on. But I do love the Buick Rallies. I'm gonna have to find some 15 inchers now because they're only 14s. I'd like
When
to
it
stay
comes
with the
to
Buick Rallies.
bodywork, flat black, that is some of the best body filler to ever use. You just throw a little flat black on it and look back, and it hides every dent, every
Can't see
ripple,
nothing.
everything.
Can't see nothing.
I just ordered a 6-pack of it. Yep.
Well, because before winter turned, I scraped all the undercoating underneath the trunk pan and the axle well and everything, and I put that rust encapsulator, and they make it in white, but of course they didn't have any. But it's black, and it's like I painted this stuff through, and it's like, holy shit, this ain't no joke, and it's so dark under there you can't even see with the flashlight. It is so black.
I'm a firm believer in painting everything underneath it white.
Oh, I'm going to paint it white. The car is
Yeah.
white. It's a white car, so it's blue and white. Everything. Well, suspension will be black, but
That's the
Because-
one thing I love about that Explorer that I got. Anytime I got to crawl under it, all it takes is just a little bit of light. And since it's all white under there, boom, you can see everything.
you don't. Well, that's with having this concrete pad. I can see under there.
Uh-huh.
It's like, man, I've been getting a bunch done. I want to get a bunch more done here shortly.
And everybody says, well, then you'll see every drop of oil. And I said, exactly.
It's
If I paint up black,
It's
I don't know what's empty.
It's tranny fluid.
Will you see a quart of oil? Right, JB?
Yeah. Oh, no. We ain't going to talk about that shit.
That's just his
He
undercoat.
painted it black so you can't see it.
Yeah. No, the problem is, it ain't no big deal, but as long as it's leaking oil, we got rust prevention.
There you go.
Well, you know what they say. If it's leaking oil, you know there's oil in it.
And you're repaving the road as you go.
That's
It's a
exactly.
public service.
Right. Really appreciate that.
Marking its territory. You could always say that.
But Danny Boyd, I like that idea of a silver gray stripe. I could just paint that on. I never thought about that. Thank you.
Oh, unfinished project was on Buck's Live earlier. He was that black screen, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the black screen. And then he just disappeared.
Probably had bad Wi-Fi or something,
Well, he was in bad area. He was
Typical unfinished.
All right,
As long
guys,
as it leaks, it's full.
we're fixing to jump out of here because I got some things I need to talk about with Laura's on what we're doing. Don't you? But
Top secret project.
Do you got a whiteboard over there, JB?
I got one, but it's got Julio on it. It's got Julio on it.
Little stick. His name's Julio.
But yeah, I need to get out of here, man. Laura's
He
coming
needs
out.
help fixing his truck.
I don't need help fixing my truck. I just need another eye on it.
That dumb squirrel's got my nuts.
You would.
Yeah, I'm going to get off of here too. But it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, we're actually about an hour over what I was planning here. I was just dragging my feet here, waiting for a dust devil, but I don't think I can keep her rolling here much longer. I'm sleepy.
Done.
Yeah, so am I. There goes JB. See you, JB.
So I think we're going to wrap her up. Everybody, look over at Dust Devil's Garage. I don't know if I have any mods left on, but if you throw his link up there, I'll try to get it.
Oh, Dust Devil's going live soon. So it should, bye, Doug. It should take you over there. Oh, somebody got it. Oh, you already got it. Okay, I was going to do it for you.
There's his link there, just in case we miss at
10:30 Central, which is 15 minutes from now.
15 more minutes.
Yeah.
People's going to show up early anyway.
Yeah. Well, it should. I don't know. I never tried it going early. And tonight I thought I had everything redirected to BareRose, and I must have forgot to do it. I might, it was one of those things where, hey, I got to go put that on there, and then I squirrel. So I went somewhere else, and then I never put it on there.
Well, I was late
everybody made it
scheduling
over
it
anyway.
too.
Yeah.
And I know it only works if you schedule it.
Right.
If you do an instant live, it doesn't work.
Oh,
So
really?
if Dust is doing an instant one, and if for some reason we miss, hit his link there, and he'll pick this up in about 15 minutes. It did. It went straight over.
To BareRose. He said it did go straight to BareRose. Okay. Mine didn't. I usually go over too.
I notice that sometimes if I'm late, if I'm close it down and I'm late getting it all shut down, sometimes it doesn't redirect me too, but it redirects everybody else.
Okay, because Cement Surfer said it redirected him over. Well, that's okay. I could have swore I did it.
I usually find myself over there even without following the link, or you know how it moves you over.
Well, I usually put that notification on.
Right.
Maybe that's why it didn't, because I had the notification on.
Metric minutes or imperial minutes? Or SAE?
That's because Dean's on metric minutes.
Ask me tomorrow, Dean. It's not my tomorrow yet.
Yeah.
On my MG and on my Triumph, it actually had imperial sized nuts and bolts on it. So it's like a 1/2 inch. We call it British here, but it wasn't an American 1/2 inch. It was a British 1/2 inch.
So you use a crescent wrench?
Yep. Actually, I still got a set of those wrenches here somewhere, but I keep them away from everything else because they say a 1/2 inch.
All right, BareRose, I'm going to go. See you later, Don. See everybody in the chat.
All right, Buck.
Great seeing you, Buck, as always.
All right, bye.
All right. So, BareRose, was you going to shut her down there, buddy?
I think I got to shut her down. I got
Oh shit, 3
that, and I
hours.
got to use the restroom too.
Yeah, I got in here late, I guess. That's all right. We'll go over here. I've been doing a
Yeah.
bunch of sat in the woods all day, didn't see shit. Sleeted for about 20 minutes. It's like, nothing like getting pelted by ice, You can see it
Boy,
come
out here,
you
they
can
just
see it
come
come
right up
down the
onto my
mountain.
back porch.
It's cool. It's like because I had my brother got a ground blind yesterday and he let me use it. It's like, sure, I'll try it out. It's like, hey, I like this. Little ports on each side and opens in the front. And it started sleeting. It was like all the zippers, man. It was like nothing. Well, you know how you hear like pitter patter on a tin roof? This was fabric, but considering it was,
Uh-huh.
I stayed dry, but
That Gore-Tex with the shoot-through
yeah,
windows
well,
and stuff.
the inside of it's black and it's starting to turn to dust a little bit. It's not new, but
I had one
I'll
that
take it,
had
I'll
that,
take
and
it
it
when
had
there's
the scent lock material that was on the inside.
Wendy put them. Yeah, there's. All right, BareRose. I guess we're going to go over there. Dust Devils.
Great seeing you.
Yeah, I got things going on. Hoping to drop a video tomorrow. Did you see that short of me shooting that beer can out the target out? Maybe not.
I haven't yet.
Oh,
I am way behind.
I put a short out. We ended up me and my brother. We both shot at this beer can on a target with crossbows in slow motion. That was like he missed, and the bag tilted back and I nailed the beer can and it exploded all over. It's like, yeah, if I could get it out there, people would watch it over and over again. But it's cool. I put a short out there the other day.
Phenomenal Scott.
I made a whole video about shooting in or sighting in for a target practice on a crossbow, and of course we did to shoot the beer cans and the stuffed bunny rabbit, and it was I think it'll be all right. Content, man. I got to put something out there.
Exactly. That's the secret to this whole thing is keeping content going.
Well, we wanted to check the crossbows for late season. We wanted to make sure we was on, anybody ethical does. So we just turned it into a bunch of fun and we recorded it and it turned out pretty cool.
Phenomenal shooting. That's what it was.
So I'm hoping to drop that out tomorrow. Keep this algorithm going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't let it slip, because if you let it slip, YouTube will punish you. That algorithm will punish you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm putting out little things. Anything that knows I got to leave a footprint in the sand.
Yeah, exactly.
Good or bad. Even if people don't watch it, if YouTube says, I'll take what I get. You get good ones and bad ones.
22 seconds.
I'm at like 197 subscribers, which I'm thankful for.
You're doing pretty good.
I started like August, September last year. I knew I wasn't going last year, but I just wanted to make a channel that was like it's documenting the car and what it went through and where it came from and where it's going.
And well, good heavens, you remember when I was only at what, 20 something?
Oh yeah, it was 14 below at your house, 14 degrees.
No, I mean my sub count. So.
Oh yeah, that was early at your infancy.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago. You were one of my first.
No, you earned it. You earned every bit of it. I know. I don't like the cold, and your kind of cold's ridiculous.
Actually, it's been warm here. Tomorrow it's supposed to get up almost 50, and that's unheard of.
We had that cold snap right around Christmas. That was pretty harsh.
It hit us too.
We got down to 0 a day or two. We was in the teens for highs for, which is I hope you got good antifreeze. It's that kind of cold.
Yeah, we went negative 15, 16.
Yeah, that's
Negative 15.
that's not wind chill.
No, it was 45 below with the wind chill.
Wow. It's like, wow, because I'd be talking to Wendy about, antifreeze and this and that. She's like, well, the wind chill is supposed to be down to, it's like the radiator don't care about wind chill. It'll get
as
down.
long as it ain't moving.
Put 5 feet
But-
of snow on top of that. That's a little different.
Yeah, actually, that car was an iceberg.
Actually, that's what we're looking for right now, because whenever it does this, that means we're going to get hit with some heavy snow.
You're just not used to the cold right
Buffalo
now.
just got
Again.
done with 5 feet.
Oh yeah, Brian. Well, Brian's down from Buffalo. He's over here on the other side.
Oh,
So-
Lord, Buffalo, you guys got hammered.
Yeah, actually, how much you get last time?
Oh, 77 inches of snow.
Was
at one
Holy
time.
cow.
at your house?
Yeah, that's a lot of damn snow, man.
Is that your house?
That was
And that's-
Buffalo. That was 45 minutes north of me.
What'd you get at your house?
Oh, I got 3 feet at mine, 36 inches. And I got lucky. At 3 feet.
He has a buddy with a plow.
Where am I at? I'm right next to Yellowstone National Park on the Idaho side.
Oh,
I
damn.
need to get a map of America and put everybody at like put you here, 2 hacks here, Jason here,
I'm an hour away from the Great Lakes on the Erie side, so I'm right in the snow belt.
He's
But when
You guys get a lot there from them lakes.
lake effect. He
yeah,
gets
it swirled for 24 hours in one place, and that's what saved my house from getting 5 feet. I only got 3.
Thankful for that. Huh?
Yeah, we're in kind of a unique spot here. The wind always blows here. So we get snow, but usually it's a dry snow, and it goes right straight from Utah straight up through Montana and just blows right through us.
Blows up the road.
That's
But we get the frigid.
Is that light snow? Real light?
Powder.
Yeah, it's real dry powder snow.
Not a lot of
Yeah,
cold
we get
blowing
the
snow.
heavy. We get the heavy snows. That's what's so terrible about it, is the weight too.
Yeah.
I know I did the driveway 8 o'clock in the morning, had it plowed. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I went out and did another 1.5 feet and got it out. Both times, 1.5 feet. Had to get rid of it somehow.
Well, that's snow you got to stay on top of.
Yeah.
You can't wait for it to be over, and I'll get it when it's done.
No. Bullshit.
Especially when it's wet like that, man. The snowblower. They don't work so good.
Well, the guy came in Christmas morning with a snowplow, with a plow on his truck. He did 5 swipes up the driveway.
He's got his driveway and yard is like that wide. It's a field you could derby in if you want to.
I have derbied in it.
So plowing his driveway, he's got a mile to push it over there. Make it that big. You could actually, hey, there you go. You can make a snowmobile jumps and everything in your yard. Just have them push it into a pile.
The town's already gotten on me about having a racetrack on my yard. I said, it's not racetrack. We're just practicing. I said, we're not racing. And the cop had a problem with it because there was 6 of us at a time running derby cars, practicing when we had a derby next day. So
I did a video last year of what happens when the idiot light comes on in your car. I was out doing donuts in my driveway.
So what caused the light to come on?
I was an idiot.
No, that's right. Cool. Self-induced idiot light.
Yeah.
Says it's time to be an idiot, so I had to oblige.
Well, fair enough. It's like them road signs that told me to do a burnout.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going over here to Dust Devils.
How far from Montana? It's about 2 hours straight north.
Straight north. He's way over there on the other end of the world.
Yep.
How far for you was it to Sykeston?
3,208 miles round trip.
So the here to there is 1,600.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Wow.
All right, because we're just under 900, like 875 or something like that, which is plenty. That's the farthest west I've ever been, especially driving.
Driving, that's the first time I crossed the Mississippi.
Me too. Did I cross the Mississippi? I'd have to look at the map. I crossed some bridge. That motherfucker was a mile long, and it was this wide.
That's what he's trying to tell me about for this year. I'm going to bring his car down. He says, "You ready to go across a mile-long bridge?"
No, we're going to try and go around that somehow.
So I told him, I said, however I got to get the car there, I'll drag it there, man.
I'd rather drive the truck across that bridge. It's skinny. Actually, even with the van, we passed a tractor trailer, and then all you can do is grit your teeth until they go by. It's like, okay, we made it, because it's long and green, and it's if you were to have. I wonder if people had seizures going across that bridge just because of the, flash lights trigger
goes over the canyon, kind of by where Evel Knievel did his jump, but we call it the Singing Bridge because if you look down, you can actually see through it as you're going.
Here we go. Let me introduce myself.
It sings all the way. You got to put your stamp on it there.
I need to get a picture of that so I can end my videos with that clip.
Of the one-eyed cat. Get it.
He would have to take a screenshot and send it to me. God damn, cat. Jesus Christ. Sorry to all those children listeners out there.
Oh, I think we lost them a long time ago.
Well, I've been out in the woods all day, and of course the cat's got to make up for all the love she didn't get to give me earlier.
Okay, looks like Dust Devil's up and going, so we can shut her down, and we'll all just meet on over there. Like I said, if for some reason if it doesn't work, I'll post his link here one more time.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. You guys are welcome anytime.
I know. That's why I come in.
My first commenter and my 500th subscribers.
Actually, those gloves are right over here hanging on the wall.
Oh, really? Still got them, huh?
Yep. Wife won't
like I said, you can use them if you want. I'll just make another.
Well, I'd have to argue her for that. They're hers, not mine.
All
right. We'll see you, BareRose. Thanks.
Thanks for stopping in, Don. Everybody in the chat, all my mods, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. And we'll see you all next week. Till then, get out there and keep that metal hot. And we'll see you on the next one.